Because like I always so I've never been inside, but I've always gotten like pulled when I'm walking. So I get offended, like, yo, you think I ain't getting any? That like I need this, you know? And like it bothers me because like, yo, my wife is over there. I'm just paying the meter. Like I'm good. You know? Like you saw us all walk into the restaurant.
Man, I have a happy life. I don't need this. I don't need this in my life.
You think I'm this strung up that I need to sneak it in while reloading the meter? They're like, yo, listen, I saw the situation you in. Nah, it was too much yelling in his house.
It's very therapeutic.
Yo, bad. That shit crazy.
On a Saturday, it's All Even with your boy Barry Grant. You can hit me up on Instagram and Twitter at All Even Podcast. You can listen to the show on Megaphone as well as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. I'm all over the place. And trust me, go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and make sure you tell that other friend, and then text that other friend that the page is growing. My man, Chili McFreeze is not here, but FANG is here.
Bro, I'm always here.
Of course.
Always.
You know what? I gotta appreciate you. You know, sometimes I don't like you, but you always here on time.
You know
always here on time.
You know what they say?
Yeah, what do they say?
I'm fucking here. Shit.
Now listen, man, you definitely gonna get some horns. You definitely gonna get some horns. The fact that, you know, Claw's not here,
Word, right.
you know, I can definitely throw these out today. But yeah, Claw's not here. Shouts to Claw. Listen, he's doing some important stuff today. I'd like to wish my nephew a happy 11th birthday. Major came through here, used the pool. See, I don't like black people sometimes because they will call you after not calling you for a while and say, hey, is your pool still open? I'd like to come by and use your pool. So you're not going to come over my house to come chill out with your uncle and go cool, but you're going to be in my pool, though. That's foul.
Nah, that's cool.
That's foul.
It's cool.
But it was always like that, right? If you had the homie that had the pool in the backyard,
right,
his house was always popping. But you ain't never go to his house for nothing else. In summertime, you was always pulling up to his house. His house is always jam-packed. Wintertime, it's quiet over there.
I feel like
it's quiet over there.
I feel like people with pools never got shit in their fridge.
That is true. You always got to bring stuff.
Right.
Yeah, you always got to bring stuff. So, I mean, you know, it's a lonely pod today, but it's going to be a good pod. Nicole is here on the ones and twos, a silent assassin. How you doing? Long week for you. Busy week, but productive week. Got a lot done. I already told you, listen, you showed me some clips this week. You done messed up. You done messed up showing me those clips.
Clips of what?
Like, no. Talk about like some dope visual production type of stuff.
Oh.
I was like, okay, that's the gold standard for the All Even podcast now. I expect nothing less. Expect nothing less. All right? But who we got on the pod today? We have a special guest. Special guest. He's been on Comedy Central. He's been in pretty much every comedy club around New York City. He is well known, well renowned. He is the co-host of the War Report pod. Welcome to the show, Gastor Almonte. How you doing, my man? What's going on?
What's going on, homie?
Yes, listen, I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for pulling up.
Nah, thanks for having me. I'm hyped. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Yo, real talk, man. Like, I'm glad you gave him props for being here. You know, cause, you know, like growing up, earning that perfect attendance award, like nobody gave me kudos.
Yo, it mattered.
It mattered. Yo. Real talk. Like low key, I think it was the biggest indicator of success in life.
Facts.
Real talk. You know what I mean? You show up to work, you get paid.
But you know what they say? I think it was Steve Harvey that came out and said it recently, that people who are late are like the most successful people.
Well,
because
you still got to show up, though.
You still got to show up, yeah. But he said that the fact that people are late shows that they don't stress about certain things. So because they don't stress, they tend to have a more productive life because they're not stressed on certain things. They're not rushing around. I thought about it. I was like, yo, Steve Harvey be dropping some bars, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, son. Like, yo, we got a friend, right?
I don't want to hear nothing when I come late now.
No, that don't apply to you. That don't apply to you.
I don't want to hear nothing
that
when
don't
I
apply
show
to you.
late, bro.
It don't apply to this spot, right? It don't apply to this spot. We talk about Steve, but it don't apply here, right? It don't apply here. We got a friend, all right? Yep. Shouts to Pete, shouts to Bishop. That man has never been early in his life. all right, he used to do this thing. I want to know if this is your relationship with him too. So, you know, we go somewhere or we plan to go somewhere. I'm ready. You know, at that time I wasn't driving. So he would have to come pick me up and then we go to the spot. So I'm dressed. You know, we gotta be somewhere, whatever time it is, right? So I'm dressed about an hour before that. So I'm waiting, I'm calling him. Yo, what's going on, bro? Did you leave yet? Yeah, I'm in the car. I'm on my way. So I knew what it was already. So I would hit up his wife. And she was like, yo, he's still in the house watching TV. Like, disrespectful. Disrespectful. He's that type of guy.
That's my man.
Even still today.
Now, the thing is, though, like, you got to understand that Bishop's whole life, he's also been the center of every event.
That's true.
So he can't be late because it don't start till he get there.
That's a ball.
You know what I mean? So it don't matter to him. Like, when he get there, that's when the party starts.
That's facts. That's facts. Shouts to my man, though, big time. But let's get into the story, G. You know, I've known you for a while. I remember you used to open up the gym for and had us playing ball, man.
Hell yeah,
like back in the day. That was like 06. That was like 06, man.
Yo, I did a crime to save that hood, yo. Real talk, man. People don't know, yo. Yo, I was like unofficially like a youth like minister kind of in the east of New York, and like so like I convinced the church. I was like, yo, like you ain't gonna get these kids to come to mass. They dealing with real things. So let me just get them in the building.
Right.
You know, so they gave me the key for people to come play ball during the
Facts.
day. And like that works for teenagers, but like men got lives.
Right.
You know, so like when everybody went home at like 8, the church, the janitor shut down, the priest go home, I would come back at like 10 o'clock, reopen, and everybody came out.
The floodgates was over. Yo,
Dude,
we was in there. We was in there until like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning hooping.
Dude, playing ball.
Like,
and like
30 deep.
Yo, straight up. Dude, it got to a point to where like I was like, yo, like I'm tired. Like I can't do this every night. I got shit to do. You know, like I don't even play ball, my G. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was doing it as like, yo, these my mans. Like I get it.
Right.
You know, I don't want y'all doing knuckleheaded shit at 3 a.m. So yeah, I'll come open up the gym. But I'm like, yo, on Tuesday?
Facts.
Like, it
didn't matter what day it was. We
Every
pulling
day.
up. We pulling up. It
Yo,
was crazy.
So like it got to a point to where like in my parents' crib, I had my own entrance to my room.
Right.
I had a pair of Timbs that I would leave on the stoop with the keys in them. and I would tell someone, yeah, you can come get the keys. When you come back, just knock on the door,
right,
so that I know that they came back.
They came back, right?
You know what I mean? And straight at like 3 a.m., doom.
And yo, and
I would just
listen,
know the
and
keys
that,
came.
and let me tell you something about hoopers, right? If you give them a platform or a location to play, they will be forever in your debt.
Dude.
So if you give them instructions to put whatever back at whatever time, it's gonna be there. Right. You don't have to worry about that.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want that situation to dry up.
Yo,
because gyms in New York, they come few and far between.
Dude,
you feel what I'm saying?
With the fiberglass, the whole nine, like
everything.
That's just a gem in New York.
Yeah.
So like,
you ain't had to worry about no double rims. Like,
yo,
you know what I mean? That's when they started doing double rims, some cheap shit.
Oh,
like, you know what I mean? They started doing that. Why? Like, I didn't like it. because they wanted to stop people from dunking and knocking the rims down. Like, that's New York stuff. Yeah. All right, that's what we do here.
Dude, freaking like one day one of the priests found out. He hit me up. He's like, yo, like you don't think it's dangerous having people play ball at midnight? I was like, my man, I promise you, if something ever happens in that gym, the 30 other people in there will do so much to like solve that, so that they can play ball the next day.
100%.
I was like, yo, like he's like, when somebody gets hurt, I was like, they got tape.
Yep.
They got medical kits.
They got duct tape. They got somebody knows somebody who's an EMT.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of the ballers was an EMT. I was like, yo, like that's handled. Like I promise you, yo.
You got a bone that need to be set, they gonna set it right there.
Straight up. And then they come through. So
right.
like, yo, when we needed like bread for like a trip for the kids, that was my biggest donation group.
Right.
I just passed out a bucket. They hooked it up, and then they played ball.
That it one hand wash the other, bro. That's the way it is, man. That's the beauty of New York ball, is that people will show up. Right. If you build it, they will come.
Straight up, B. Look, I'm gonna get that key back. Watch, B.
Yo, listen,
I missed that era.
My old ass, listen, I don't know what quality of ball you gonna get at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get crazy. But lots to get into today. Obviously, we gonna get into some sports topics. You know, there's a lot of football stuff as usual because it is football season. We have the Jets. They did Hard Knocks, right? So the first episode was, I think it was it Thursday or Wednesday? We're gonna talk about that. The NFL, they got the new streaming plan that I'm sure everybody's gonna love. The Commanders, they have some issues with their training camp with their new OC, their new offensive coordinator, and that was crazy. I definitely want to get your thoughts about that. The Johnny Manziel Netflix app, the doc, bro, that was crazy. Like, we talked about it last week, but there's a couple of stuff that I need to go over because I remember my take from last week. Fang, you remember the take from last week? Yeah, I was a little sympathetic to Johnny. I don't think I'm gonna be sympathetic today. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you know, I was okay with the story. After I seen that, nah, I got a different situation. Henry Ruggs sentenced to 10 years. AQUIB TALIB'S brother, he got 37 years.
Sheesh.
Crazy. Kobe statue next year. Big things. Skip Bayless is bringing the fire on FS1. That, like, you know, people thought he was dead. Oh no. Victor Wembys gets the highest 2K rating for a rookie ever, and I don't like it. I definitely don't like that. Josh Hart, he got a new deal from the Knicks. They overpaid for him.
Oh, without a doubt.
And James Harden, the kept wife, his, you know, the trade talks are back in talks with the Clippers right now. So we're gonna talk about that. Irrelevant news of the week, and then my greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
But before we get into that, G, let's get into your story. So, like I said, I've known you for a while, but when did you start, like, comedy?
Yeah, that was random. Real talk. I was pushing potato chips for Frito-Lay, B.
Right.
I was on the truck selling chips and got promoted to manager, and I realized I'd have to do, like, presentations. So I read an article in Inc. magazine about a bunch of CEOs that took stand-up classes to get better at presenting.
Right.
So I just signed up for a class.
Wow.
Did a class show. It went well. And some of the comics from the main room, because it was at Gotham Comedy Club, were hanging out downstairs at the class show. And one of them was this dude, Roy Wood Jr., real dope comic, who at the time was still like a grinding comic.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, you should really consider doing this. And yeah, here we are, freaking a little over a decade later.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Pushing yucks for a living.
That's crazy. So it's like, I want to peel back the curtain a little bit because, all right, you know, you have a normal job, you delivering chips, but like something had to click in you where it's like, yo, I need to change, right?
Yeah.
So what was that? Like, was it the fact that you wanted to see if you can be able to do something else, or was it like one of those situations where it's like, yo, this can't be all it for me, right? Like I gotta be more than what I'm doing right now.
I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't know we was gonna get this heavy, man. But yo, we was talking for like an hour. My man's like, yo, we gonna have fun, G. We gonna chill. And then Ben's like, all right, so my man turned on the 2020 on me. I didn't know this was gonna be like, okay, all right, we can do the sensitive side of Gastor, you know. Yo, the whole time before he was making dick jokes like 10 minutes ago.
Hey,
you know, and now he's like, yo,
no, you was making big jokes.
I got paused 0 times. Okay, all the pauses was on that side of the room.
That is true. But we gotta get the serious shit out the way, man.
I hear you. Now, when I got promoted, as much as the company's dope and I appreciate the opportunity, it just wasn't for me. It didn't click, and I got depressed. And my wife and I kind of got into like a intense convo, arguing, but I'm editing it for like us being happy now. But she was like, we was going back and forth, and like in the moment, she was like, "So when was the last time you were happy?" And my innate response was at that graduation show.
Wow. So
she was like, "So do that." And it got like quiet, and we did the math, and I owned the building, so I had to really think about rent for a little bit, and it kind of made sense that I could take a gamble like that, and I just did nothing but open mics for like a year. After a year of doing that, I was like, I love this, but this doesn't pay money yet,
right?
So I put the word out to the homies. My boy Ricky at the time had just gotten a new gig where he was like head of sales at a furniture company, and he told me, yo, like, I'm heading over this new squad, new store. I don't need a manager. I need salespeople. So why don't you come do sales for me? And I'll kind of let you dictate your schedule. So you can make some bread for the crib, but you could do jokes when you need to. And I did that for like 5 years until I was able to pivot full time.
That's what's up.
But yeah, it was just really that. I don't know. I got this whole idea where like our parents have always had to do jobs where like they did it because they loved the reason they were doing it for.
Facts, not the actual job.
Not the job.
Yeah.
And we're the first generation where like we could love our job.
Right. We pushing our passions first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was so, it took a lot for me to like not only know that that's what I wanted and needed, but to feel comfortable expressing that to them.
Facts.
But yeah, that's really it. Like I kind of like embrace the fact that there's this thing that I enjoy doing. When I come home after a day of being a manager at a sales company, I felt drained. When I come home from telling jokes, I'm hyped. I feel like I drank coffee, like I'm energized. You know what I mean? And I think that's invaluable. So yeah.
Yeah, listen, I completely, second that notion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a crew head, like whatever we go through on a week, like we can always think about, all right, Friday's coming, right?
Yeah.
And once those lights come on, it don't matter what the hell happened a few hours before or 3 days before. You know what I'm saying? Like it's go time. So it's always about pushing your passion, man. I love that. Now, first show that you did, how did that go? Right?
Oh yeah. Admittedly, like it went well.
Yeah.
I did like a 7-minute set. There's a clip of my very first set still on my website that I keep it up.
Right.
It's like the White Castle story I told about like being involved with a drive-by.
Yeah. I saw that.
And it went really well. The like next 5 did not, like it took a minute to kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's just part of the process.
Right.
Real talk, like even now I have shows that's like, yo, that was rough.
Right.
My standard has changed where like I've noticed that there's shows where like I get off now where I hated it. I felt bad. But the audience is like, that was cool because, like I'm a professional. But like I still know like what I'm capable of and my bar is raising. But make no mistake, like I still want like a dope set, and I have moments where like it's not that.
Right, 100%.
So yeah. The first show went good. 2 through 6 were atrocious. And then, you kind of figure out, and hopefully the ratio gets better and better as you go.
Right. So when did you get the first situation with Comedy Central?
Oh, that was way too early.
Yeah.
I got blessed with that. Like innately, like my comedy style was like story centric. I talked a lot about things that happen in my hood or with my peoples. And I did like a long form story at a stand-up show that went really well. And one of the other comics in the lineup kind of pulled me aside and said, yo, like I just auditioned for this storytelling show called This Is Not Happening. They're looking for more people of color and women to submit. Because Ari basically booked his homies, and his homies are all white boys from LA.
Facts.
So he's like, yo, like he wanted diversity for the lineup. So he posted that on his Facebook page. She knew him and said, yo, like, I know this dude with a dope story. So I sent that in, and like they responded like 10 minutes later, like, yo, this is dope. Where the hell are you? And I'm like, I'm in Brooklyn, and like I know nothing about any of this shit, So I was highly surprised. I show up, and I got blessed to be able to do that. And then it was just like awkward for like a year because like, you gotta understand when like most people get a TV spot, they've been doing stand up 7, 8, 9 years. You got like an hour in the bag.
Right.
You could tour and make money. I was the opposite. Like I had no management, no agent, and I had like 20 minutes of real material.
Right.
So like when this hit, it was almost like a curse because like clubs was hitting me up like, yo, you want to come headline? And I didn't want to burn the bridge of like, yeah, come out there. And then I bombed for an hour because I'm not ready for that.
So you had to turn it down.
So I had to turn it down for like a year. And that was like hard, because there was a lot of bread getting offered off in A. B, hearing my peers like wanting that and knowing that it was getting thrown at me and I'm saying no and kind of not telling everybody because I didn't want them to think I was like being weird or whatever about it. But it was the right decision long term.
No, 100%. 100%.
Literally year 3 when you see me on This Is Not Happening doing I think it's the Brooklyn Batman story was that one. That's my 3rd year ever in comedy.
Wow. That's crazy. Nah, man, like, you know, I was watching your stuff all week, you know what I mean? And, you know, Bishop used to always send me your stuff anyway, you know what I mean? So we catch little things here and there. You have a unique delivery, right? Like you're a storyteller. And a lot of people don't really understand the art of storytelling. I do it here, right? So it's an art form that a lot of people don't have, and for comedy, I think it's a gold like type of strategy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that was like your mindset or your strategy to like to go that way, but keep doing it, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I love it because I'm not the person that likes obnoxious comedy,
Right?
Where people just got to be loud to kind of be funny.
Yeah,
Like, that's not my type of comedy.
Like that physical comedy stuff, right?
That's not my thing. But when people are like actually really what I consider really funny,
right?
Like it goes a long way.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you think about the greatest comedians, in my opinion,
the
storytellers,
right?
Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy, you know, Red Fox, like all of these dudes are storytellers.
Yeah,
that's what's important.
Yeah, I mean, it's I now that I've been doing it long enough, I see the brilliance in all the styles.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And I feel like the key to being dope at stand up is to do the one that speaks to you.
Yeah.
So like I could do the moves. Like I've been studying enough that like, yeah, like if you want me to do setup, punchline, straight up joke, I could do that, but I'm not gonna be special at that.
Right.
There's dudes that are special at that. You know what I mean? Like just like how like I'm a fan of storytelling dudes like Ali Sadiq is like my North Star right now. You know what I mean? Whereas like real talk, like a dude like Mitch Hedberg when he was doing this joint, that was all just set up punchline.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Right.
If I did that, it wouldn't be that because I don't see the world the way he does. I see the world in story.
Right.
So like in turn, when someone tries to tell a story, like yeah, they could do it every now and then, but I'm gonna do it special.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's how I talk.
Facts.
And yeah, I'm trying my best to like when I'm on stage to kind of feel like I'm talking like this. You know what I mean? That's how I feel it should be. But in turn, yeah, I've seen people that do physical comedy or like are obnoxiously loud that are also brilliant in that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Props. Like if I did that, it would be whack.
Right. Because
like, it's not me.
It's whatever your you know your style is, it's unique to you. You know what I'm saying? So some people are extremely dope at physical comedy. Some people are extremely dope at being loud and obnoxious. Some people are extremely good at just being a calm comic and still coming off crazy. You know what I'm saying? So there's different forms, man. I love the genre, period. You know what I mean? Like comedy took a hit a few years back, but I think it's starting to have a renaissance again. You know what I'm saying? People are not so hypersensitive anymore. Like they're starting to kind of push the boundaries a little bit more now than they were, I'd say, 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, that's dope, man. That's dope. But after the break, we're going to get into more of Gastor's story.
Yo, it's your man DJ G Money from that Flip the Script podcast. You see it? We in the studio right now. Flip, shut up. Yeah. Oh, listen. Shout out to the All Even podcast. My man Barry Grant Jr. What's up, man? What happened? What you want to say to the people?
Shout out somebody else's podcast?
Yeah, my nigga the joint. What's up?
All Even?
All Even podcast.
Yo, it ain't even up here, boy. We put this, yo, what's up, man? All Even. Yo, you, oh my God, what's up with you, man? Now that's a shout out, you keeping this?
Yeah, keep all that. You want to jump
All
on the
Even
camera?
podcast, right?
Yeah, All
Shout
Even.
out to All Even podcast, right? All Even? That's your man?
My man.
All right, shout out to All Even podcast.
100%. He cool. Is he cool? Let me see. Is he cool?
G. What is it, G?
Oh.
I shout him out, G. Oh.
He cool, man.
Welcome back, y'all. So we are talking to Gastor Almonte here, and we're deep diving into his story. You know, we kind of hit the sensitive button. You know what I mean? But I have to do it. All right, I am an interviewer. This is a skill that I have. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's all good. I'm glad you gave me time to gather myself.
Facts.
Took a little pause there. Dried my eyes. We good. You know, let's do it.
Now look, we were talking off camera about like when you're in your set and you offend somebody, right? And for some reason, I never understand why people want to blow up an entire show because they're offended. Like, we live in that society now where it's like, all right, I'm going to go to a restaurant and I don't like the food. I'm going to finish the food. I'm going to tell you that I had a great time. And then I'm going to go home and write the worst review ever to try to shut your whole shit down. Why? Why can't you just say, hey, I ain't really like the food. I don't think I'm going to go back there anymore. That's where we came from. That's the old, like, listen, we used to go to Jamaican restaurants all the time and you see the miserable lady behind the counter,
God,
right?
bro.
You get into an argument with her, you eat your curry goat or whatever it is, you go home and you say, yo, I don't really like her.
Right.
I don't like her. I might not go back there. Or being a Jamaican, you'll argue with the person and go back there the next day because that's just the way it is, right?
Bro,
But in this day and age, people will go there, have an argument, and piece it up, and then write a bad review on you and try to shut your whole shit down. I don't get it.
Anyone, if you have free time and you want to laugh, I challenge you, go read the Yelp and the seamless reviews of a restaurant called Peppers on Flatbush. And like, they will blow your mind, yo. Like, it'll be like, yo, food arrived 6 hours late, 7 other items missing. You know what I mean? Still, incredible festival, 4 stars. Like, yo, how good is the food that like they will deal with anything?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Listen,
so yeah, I'm pro the attitude. They add some
Facts. And listen, I don't mind the attitude because, you know, as long as the food is popping, we good. Yeah. You know what I mean? I can see you in front of me. You're not spitting in my food. So we all right.
Yeah, real talk.
We
like,
good.
You can't give me attitude at like a salad place because you're not doing nothing.
Facts.
But if you seasoning and you cooking, hey, I'll take some issues.
Right.
It's
That
cool,
right. If
man.
that rice and peas is hitting, you can be able to kiss your teeth a couple of times.
Real talk.
I hate miserable people at the post office.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Like they don't have the easiest job in the world. You're just sitting there chilling.
Licking stamps. Like,
Right.
what else can you know?
Even if it's a hard job, it's the job. Like,
Right.
You signed up for the gig. Like,
Facts.
I respect that you doing a gig that ain't like your dream. Fine. I respect that it's hard. I respect that we annoying.
Facts.
But you signed up for the gig.
All right, let me ask a question. Who's worse? DMV workers or post office workers?
Ooh,
Which one?
Post office, bro.
Post office? I ain't gonna lie.
you know what?
DMV make you want to fight,
Here's
fam.
the thing: the post office, they like to talk more shit because they behind that glass. So
That's
they
a
like
good
to run
point.
their mouth because they behind that glass. You
But
can't do
also,
nothing.
but DMV like to talk shit too because there's like officers there that you can't pop
yeah, you
off.
can still get grabbed up.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like everything, the DMV annoys me more because like they're just as annoying and they happen to capture it with like 1/10 of the visits. Like you go to the DMV like 4 times in your life and you still don't want to go.
Right.
Post office, I'm there like once a month and I'm like, all right, I get it. Like I'm here again.
Facts.
You know, I'm
Facts.
bringing another issue. Like the DMV, like you grow up not wanting to go to that
Yeah,
place.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And like everything about the DMV job is replaceable. Like,
Yeah.
I could do everything here online. I don't even know why they exist
Facts.
anymore.
And you know what's crazy about it too is that normally, if you want proper service in the DMV, you got to get there dumb early, and that in itself is annoying, right? You got to get there to crack, and I don't like that.
Nah.
I hate that we got to go to a special one. Like people be like,
Facts.
you been to that DMV though?
Oh, yeah,
The one
yeah,
over
yeah.
here? Yeah, it's great. Yo, like, how am I getting a DMV recommendation?
Right,
It's a
right.
government organization.
Why can't they all be uniform and the
Yeah.
What you
same?
gotta do? Go
Right?
online, make that reservation. You walk in and walk out.
See, you too bougie for me. I ain't got no time for that. I ain't got no time for that. I be forgetting that you can actually make a reservation for the DMV. That's crazy.
I always think about stuff like that though, because like, yo, like Beyonce got a driver's license, right? Like, how's that getting done?
Right? She literally got to go to the DMV.
Yes, she got to.
She
Everybody
has
do.
to.
Nah, I know
You think
she
they close down the
You
DMV
sign
for
that
her?
paperwork, somebody could go get it for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so she
So
can
then
send
why don't we
somebody.
do it? I'll sign
Right, so
anything.
why don't we do that?
Who do you know that wants to go to the DMV for you?
I will pay people 100% tomorrow.
Yo,
B.
I'm gonna give you my number.
Real talk.
That's
like
a-
we can set all of that. If you
I'ma
show
give
me
you
how
my
to do
number.
that,
You know what?
you have all that work.
That is a good point. You
give
could
you my
probably
number.
send the kids when they get older.
Nah,
right?
send me.
How
He
much
said he
you
paid.
Why you trying to
Send
cut
me.
him out, B?
right? How much you charging?
How much he willing to pay?
Yo, so you see,
Real talk. Like
that's extortion.
oh
Like-
God, if it's something that's like feasible, let me know. I'm not even fronting at all.
In and out.
Real
I know
talk.
the
You
tricks.
show me that that's possible, I will never go to a DMV again, and I will get you business
Yo,
Yo, what will be your business name?
straight up.
my business name?
What will be the name of the business?
Fangs Freaky Fortunes.
Fang's Freaky Fortunes.
They got nothing to
That's
do
a
with the
mouthful.
DMV.
Pause.
Hey, yo, what
They got nothing to do with facts.
Well, man, you selling cookies or something? What is this? Oh man,
Yo.
that sound like a massage parlor behind.
Yo,
like,
it-
abs or something,
that's
yo.
what he wants. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
So you gonna be able to get your DMV situation, and then downstairs
Nuru.
there's a massage parlor.
Oh, that's the catch.
Nuru.
Yo, that's it. So
Yeah.
you go there, you get happy ending massages, you handling the paperwork.
Facts.
There you go.
I see the whole model.
See,
now.
the front business is the
Yeah.
actual DMV stuff.
And it's gonna be an old Asian lady behind the counter
Yeah.
with the little inflatable mattress. So whenever I go, times I've been to them spots, it's always the same, bro.
All right, what is it with the inflatable mattress?
That's where they chill at. They be laying down. It's always an old Asian lady laying
They
down.
lay down while
Bro.
when business is going on.
Like,
You
we
been
wa-
to the inside?
Oh, what?
You a wild boy,
Listen.
man.
He's a freak with
Listen,
fire.
When you go in there, like you don't just go in there. Like if you go in there, they know why you there.
They know
I
what's
would hope
up.
so.
You
yeah.
know, so it's not like it's a line of people. It's like you walk in and it's very discreet.
Is there a trap door?
Nah, it's very discreet. You just tell her, hey, I'm here, I want a massage, whatever, da da da. None of that extra stuff is discussed. Once you get in the room, that's when you say what
Okay.
you want to do. Table shower is amazing.
Yo,
Yo,
listen.
he living different, yo. Real
Different.
talk, man.
Yo, they
There's a
wash-
reason why we call him
wash
Freaky
your
Fang.
ass and
I'm
everything.
seeing that. Cause like I always got so I've never been inside, but I've always gotten like pulled when I'm walking. So I get offended, like, yo, you think I ain't getting any? That like I need this, you know? And like it bothers me because like, yo, my wife is over there. I'm just paying the meter. Like, I'm good. You know? Like you saw us all walk into the restaurant.
Ma'am, I have a happy life. I don't
Yeah.
need this. I don't need this in
Like
my
you
life.
think
right
I'm
now.
this strung up that I need to sneak it in while reloading the meter? They're like, yo, listen, I
it's-
saw the situation you in. Nah, it was too much yelling in
man.
his
It's
That's
very
good.
therapeutic.
Yeah.
house.
Take a load off. Hey, yo.
It-
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What kind of music they play while that's happening?
It's like elevator type music usually.
Okay.
That's not like that doesn't break concentration?
Oh, for me, no. Like I'll be honest with you, the happy ending and all that is great, but the actual massage is amazing.
That's real.
Because at the end of the day, like, you walk in there, they take you into a room, they wash you. And I mean, like the water is. I don't know if like as
Like Coming
men,
to America type of wash?
As men, I don't know if it's just me. I don't like hot water, but women can fucking wash their bodies in boiling water for some reason.
Yeah.
But when you go in there, they put this hot water and they just lay you on the table, wash you, turn you over, wash you, dry you down, walk you back into the room.
So, like I said, it was Coming to America type of wash?
Bro, yes.
Ah, man, you know what? Yeah, you selling me on this.
Yes.
You're a good salesman. I'm not going to lie to you.
You got to say Nuru.
Nuru?
That's when they like get all oily and rub their body on you, like sliding.
Oh man.
Oh, Freaky Fang, we love you.
Just so you know,
Love you.
Fang, the second this comes out, my wife will insist we never hang out again.
Facts. Yo, he's
that guy
he's
on the list.
immediately a bad influence. Immediately. Trust me, I get shit about it all the time.
No.
Immediately.
That's gonna be the first questions he asks every time I leave for like a year. Is Fang there? Yeah? Okay. We ain't going. Nah.
Yo, so G, you have a show next week Saturday, right?
Okay. I have a show every day. So
Wow,
admittedly,
like the one that you're co-hosting is
Sandwich.
Sandwich,
Yeah.
yeah.
We do that once a month, man. It's a fun time. Me and the homie Jess Solomon, we've been doing it now for 4 years at Union Hall in Brooklyn. It's a fun time. Essentially, the concept is comics trying out new bits between their work and material. We sandwich them in.
Yeah.
So people sometimes take that literally and like they'll do a traditional joke, new joke, traditional. Some people do like a whole middle section of new stuff. And then on top of that, I literally find a new, different, decadent sandwich from New York, and I give it away to like our favorite audience
Oh, that's
member of
dope.
the day.
That's
So
dope.
like, you guys are Queens dudes. So like we've done like the Heart Attack, Christina's, we've done like a couple of Cherry Valley joints, the
Oh,
Beast,
nice.
the Corona.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Sal Chris and Charlie's, the Bomb. But yeah, like there's just a lot of like New York gets a whole like bagel pizza rep. Our sandwich culture is crazy.
Oh no, our sandwiches are fire over here.
Yeah,
bro.
people
fire.
sleeping, man.
They
So,
definitely sleep on those.
Yeah, man. So that's just kind of been a fun thing. We kind of like added to it. And then normally at a comedy club, like when you intro the comic, we say like their credits, we say their favorite sandwich.
Nice.
So it's just like a whole theme of that, you know what I mean?
That's
And
what's up.
Halloween, we wear like sandwich related costumes. You know what I
That's
mean?
dope. That's dope.
Straight
Now we
up.
definitely gonna pull up one of these times, man. We gonna bring the whole crew.
Come through.
Bring the whole
Come
crew.
on.
Come through,
You
man.
put chips on your sandwich?
Depending on the sandwich, hell yeah.
Okay, that's
All right, so let's talk about it then. What sandwich do you put the chip on? Because now I'm gonna get offended if you say some wild shit. What's the sandwich that you put the chips on?
Me?
Yeah, I'm asking.
Oh, it's got to be.
Because there's a quota.
It's got to be Sausalito turkey, Munster cheese, lettuce, tomato, vinegar, or pepper.
Okay,
all that.
okay.
That's a good sandwich.
Onions.
I'll give you a sleeper for chips. Peanut butter jelly.
What?
You put chips on that, game changer. Because it's the one thing missing from the PB&J, the crunchy texture.
Oh.
That's what it's really about, is the texture.
Right. Yeah,
right.
It adds something to it.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. If I ever see anybody with like a ham hero and they got chips in there, I'm questioning something's wrong with you.
Why?
Yeah, like
Why's that?
there's something off because the turkey and the chips just go hand in hand.
Okay.
You put ham in there, it's a different dynamic, fam. It just tastes different.
Nah, you gotta get ham.
It tastes different.
The saprasada. Oof.
Yeah, I question people. Listen, I question what you eat, and I factor it into your personality. Like if you somebody who you eat like, you dip the mayonnaise and the ketchup together and put it on a sandwich, I don't trust you.
See,
I don't trust you to make
Taking out
decisions around me.
countries, my G. Like,
Yeah, I don't like that.
See, I hang out with a different type of people. Like,
I don't like
I
it.
hang out with people who are usually high. So
So
whatever fucking snack is around is liable to go in the sandwich.
Yeah, I get it, but listen, but that's a
animal
situation
crackers
where
on the sandwich before.
there's something that is altering your appetite. I'm talking about straight up you sober and you doing some questionable shit. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I have to look at you sideways.
I'm okay. I just need to understand your logic behind it. Like, I might look at it funny, but if you can explain it, I'm like, no, listen, that ain't for me.
But what about the
whatever
people that
makes
can't
you
explain
happy.
it? They just do it.
I mean, listen, we got savants everywhere, okay? You know what I mean? I promise you, Iverson can't, explain why he's faster than everybody. He just is.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And
Why
I
he
still
got the
enjoy
best
watching.
crossover,
Yeah,
right?
It just is what it is.
Yeah.
And there's that whole clip that came out of his college teammate that showed it to him. I promise you, that dude is in his home every day. Like, yo, I did it first.
I showed it to him.
I showed it to him. Why ain't I special? We don't know, my G. Okay, it just happens sometimes. Okay, let
man.
them dudes enjoy their sandwiches however they want. Be happy.
Fact. You know what? You're right. I think I'm a little bit too judgmental sometimes. I be looking at people sideways. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You remember I told you my elevator story, right? So I have a huge problem when I'm standing there waiting for the elevator and the button's already pressed. Somebody comes behind me, pause, and they press the button and it's already highlighted. So in my head, I'm like, why are you pressing the button when I've been here the last 5 minutes waiting on this elevator? You think the fact that you pressing the button several times is gonna make this elevator come any faster? Pause. I'm fighting you. I'm swinging. Okay. I don't like that.
Now, if they press it once, is it an issue?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's already lit.
What if they don't know that machine works or not? What if it's their first time in that building?
I've been standing here. So the courteous thing to do is say, hey, how long have you been standing here? Are you waiting for the elevator? You can say that. And I can say yes.
Well, that's a very not New York way of handling that. I don't want to talk to people.
Exactly.
That's yo, you from Midwest? Yeah, I get that.
Very true. But a lot of times too, when the person does press the button, they're coming over your shoulder to do it.
Well, why
they're
you
not
leaning there?
Huh?
Why you leaning on the button?
What you mean? I'm not leaning on it, but I'm standing in front of it.
First off, that's disrespectful because you need to move from in front of the elevator.
Why do I have to move?
So in case it opens, people could get off.
I will slide to the side when the elevator opens, but don't press my button when it's already highlighted. I don't like that.
Button, yo?
Yeah, I don't like that.
You own the button.
I pressed it first.
Okay.
All right, I pressed it first.
If you pull an emergency stop while you're in the elevator, does it automatically alert the FDNY?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I got some things I would like to do in the elevator.
I mean, listen, you have sex through holes in sheets, so
you do for real?
Hell, you never did that?
No. Holes? Why?
I was Jewish that night.
Okay.
That's how they do
it. So it was like an experiment. It's not like a consistent behavior.
He tends to role play with his wife.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
It's different. I mean, you made it sound like this was like the normal course of action.
It could be for him,
could
though.
be.
Okay.
It could be.
It could be for him.
That's a lot of money in sheets.
Saying, yo.
You gonna have to buy the cheap ones. Just
Yeah.
don't buy the good ones.
No Egyptian cotton.
I would go the
Yeah.
opposite. You gotta go good ones. I don't want to rash down there.
Yeah, but if you over here cutting up good sheets, you gotta be rich to do that.
Right.
You gotta cut up one sheet, reuse it all the time.
Well, what if you forget to wash it?
Whoa, you wash that sheet. When
Some people don't wash their sheets all the time, fam. Let's be honest.
But not if you're using them to smash.
Right.
Like if you smashing.
Listen, we had a conversation many pods ago where remember when Claude was like, listen, there was a couple of times where I had a couple of shorties over and I forgot to change the sheets. That happens.
But like even that, like that's a sheet that's on
Right,
the mattress.
Well, you
This is
got
when
a
you
point.
put a sheet on you, like
Right.
yo, and you put your penis through the hole.
Right.
Like you like picking it up. Like you acknowledge you demoing it to your partner.
But let's think about there's fogginess after you nut, right? So you might forget to put it into the washing
No,
machine.
usually-
Nah, but if
nah,
you
what-
fucking
nah.
with sheets, like you
Yeah.
ball it after.
Yeah,
100%. Like
So you
I
just-
ain't even done it,
So
and I
you
know
boil
you
it and
balled
toss
it.
it?
like usually it's just thrown off the side of the bed.
Okay, you boil it and toss it.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
All right, so there's a method to your madness.
Yeah.
Now here's my question though: when they do have sex through the sheet, because I didn't try it, I did it like the traditional way, like
Right.
in the bed. Can you still do it through the sheet? Like let's say in a random place. Do they? Is that allowed?
I don't think for their religion, I don't think so.
I don't think no one's doing the sheet thing for the record.
Facts.
I think that's like old wives' tale type shit.
No, that's what they do.
Can't be.
Why?
It just like,
Because it's not supposed to be for pleasure.
but you could like peek. Like there's it's such a like minimal deterrent.
I didn't peek.
Yeah, I think it's because they don't want no skin to skin.
Right. It's not
weird.
supposed to be for pleasure.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
They just do it
it's
just
for
to have the kid.
procreation.
Yeah, facts.
I can't see the sheets being the difference between this feeling good or not.
That's hey.
That is definitely true.
Try
Listen, we gonna get into the bullshit right now. We definitely gonna get into the bullshit right now. So I haven't hit this button in a while, but here we go.
If I'm gonna do this, I'll need my news team.
Like
at my
this,
side.
so like when stuff like this happens, I just want you like to know that like the rest of the world sees New York as such a diverse community. And like we all clearly exposed that like we've never met Jesus. Like our whole lives in New York, we 30-some, 40 years. Like yo, never in my life like that ain't come up in one convo
Never one
with
conversation.
somebody that could have verified. Your whole life, B. I got Jewish comedian friends. I'm asking them.
You have to ask them.
Yeah.
You have to. You have to. That might have to be a bit for you.
You know what I found out? Real talk though. There's like this. You know how like certain Jewish people can't conduct business outside of their home on certain days of the week. So there's like a cable that goes around all of Manhattan.
Yep.
That allows the whole part of Lower Manhattan to function as the inside of their home.
Get out of
And
here.
there's a member of their community, I forget what it's called, but his sole job is to drive around every day to make sure that the cable is still up.
That's crazy.
You never seen it?
Nah.
They got it down
It's
like
ill.
by Flushing Avenue in Brooklyn.
Straight up. The whole like lower, I'm talking like legit like a third of like the Manhattan Island is surrounded by one cable that's up like by telephone cables like dumb high, and there's a dude driving about verifying that it's up so that Jewish people could go out and do business and like talk and
I
conduct.
would love that job.
That shit crazy. It pays like 100 racks.
Yeah, I would love that job. That's fire.
But you're not Jewish.
Yeah,
So only
yeah,
Jewish
dude.
people get that
Oh,
job?
yeah, it's only Jewish dude that does it.
So there's no affirmative action I could be able to take with that?
Nope.
I mean, you could become Jewish.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying no. I'm just saying you right now.
I gotta do the process.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta go through the
earn
process.
it. You know what I mean? You gotta be in the union, my G.
Yeah, facts.
Come on, B. Out here, like, how can I take these Teamsters jobs? You can't do that shit. Yeah. I'm not saying no.
I
Just,
can't
you know,
skip the line.
Yeah,
I can't,
man.
there's
The
no skipping the line.
apprentice, you know what I
There you
mean?
go.
All right, so you see?
You gotta pay your dues.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I want to be able to make a big stink about something and skip the line. Like that's my thing. You know what I mean? That's what I like to do.
Sammy
I'm a
Davis Jr. did
disruptor.
it.
Huh?
Sammy Davis Jr. did it.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But listen, let's get into the bullshit, right? We're going to play it again.
If I'm gonna do this, I'll need my news team at my side.
We haven't played this one.
News team, assemble! News team, assemble!
Have y'all heard about the fight going down? It's almost official, y'all. Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, they have picked a location It's going down. Now, I need to know who's winning that fight. Who would you want to win? Like if there was a battle to the death where there was one platform that was gonna disappear after this fight, who would have to win?
Damn, B.
That's a good question, right?
Yeah.
One platform would have to go.
You changed my answer when you
Right.
pivoted like that. Okay.
One platform is gonna have to go forever.
This is easy.
All right, Fang, go ahead.
Zuckerberg has to win.
Zuckerberg has to win.
Yeah.
That's who you want to win, or
Oh yeah, well, he has to win because we don't need Elon putting these chips in people's brains and doing all this wild shit he doing. He got way
Right,
too
change
much-
Twitter and
he-
X.
right,
We don't
he
even know what to
wildin'.
call a tweet no more.
He
Like
wildin',
I
bro.
came up with a new word for the tweet last week. I call it twext.
okay, okay.
So we twexting.
Okay.
Anytime that you do it, that's what it is. All right, you twexting that.
He gotta go, bro.
You're right. I'm definitely going with
one
Zuckerberg.
man
I don't
should
like him,
have
but I'm
all
going with
that
Zuckerberg.
power. No one man should have all that power.
but then Zuck would have all that.
But
now.
Zuck would have that power then.
Somebody.
Relax, okay? Relax.
I feel like you could get closer to Zuck than Elon. So
Nah, I doubt it. Either one's untouchable right now at this point, bro. They got offensive linemen around them.
My instinct was I want Zuckerberg to win until you said the one platform got to go.
Right.
That might change it because like this Alabama situation, it just went
Bro.
down. None of it was captured on any social media better than Twitter. And if I gotta lose Twitter,
That's true.
and
That's the one
I'm
thing-
losing Black Twitter, that's crazy.
He's spitting right now because the one thing about IG and Facebook, they don't capture it how Twitter captures it, bro.
It's
Reddit.
different.
Well,
Nothing's a-
Reddit too, yeah. Reddit be on it,
Reddit's
but
good.
yeah.
TikTok's good, but
Right.
like Black Twitter is
Black
phenomenal,
Twitter is
bro.
fire. Fire.
Phenomenal. The speed, the accuracy, the angles. That shit was legendary. How
The
incredible-
commentary,
Dude,
yo, everything.
Emmy award-winning footage is taking place
I'm
every
loving these
time
memes.
news goes down.
Listen, the fact, all right, let's segue into that. Was that not the craziest brawl you've seen in a while? And like, what was the first reaction that you had when you saw it? Because I'll explain my first reaction, right? I saw, like, I'm looking at it and I'm like, all right, it's a regular squabble. You know, things happen. Obviously, the man wanted to move the boat, right? You see the issue coming in. Homeboy comes in, throws the punch. He throws his hat, right? And all hell breaks loose. But I didn't react to that, right? What I reacted to was Aquaman in the water coming over there, and all hell broke loose after that. I was like, oh, nah, this is popping. Like, you already know what's going down. If you gonna trek across the river, you know he's trying to hurt somebody.
Yo,
You're not going over there to break peace.
dude. And like, yo, like I don't know if you've swam in clothes before.
Yo.
That's just heavy,
Facts.
yo.
Yeah.
And he didn't slow down the whole like swim.
He was Phelpsing it.
Yo,
Yeah.
hard body, son.
He was Phelpsing it.
Yeah.
Can I be the guy?
Go ahead. You always the guy.
Would he had done that if it was black people attacking him?
Of course not.
Of course not. Of course not. But I mean, think about it, right? It's the one black dude, and there was 5 white guys jumping on
I
him.
get it.
So it was.
I get it.
It's an instinct that you
Listen,
just.
So you
I
don't
get it.
You don't think he should have swam across?
I'm not saying that he should have or should not have. What I'm saying is you're supposed to do that to help anybody out in any situation.
I
So
get
that's
it,
what I'm saying. I don't
but
personally
we
think he
don't
would've
know
did
if he
it.
never would have did
I
that.
don't think he would have.
Yeah, but you put a narrative on a man
Of
right now.
course.
I don't think it would have been as blatantly clear that they were in the wrong though.
Right.
So I don't think we could blame him like because it ain't like
Makes sense.
I think he would have done it if it was Bloods and Crips.
Facts.
And he was in one of the gangs.
Right.
You gotta make it
Right.
oh, the red dude?
Exactly. I gotta get over there.
I gotta get over
I gotta get
there.
over there. You know what I mean? they flag banging over there.
Yeah, like, I gotta
go
get over there.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
gotta
I
go
mean?
over there.
So yeah, like it
listen.
wasn't so much like I'm anti like that race. It was just like, oh, that makes it abundantly clear this group of people is doing the wrong thing. I can identify which one of them because the whole white group got off the same boat.
Right.
Right.
So he was very like clearly able to see if I get over there, I'll know exactly who to punch. Or how to
Right.
help. You know what
He
I mean?
know exactly the hue to go after.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Listen. The one thing I'm gonna say before we go to break is that they need to free my man Chairman. Right? Free Chairman. Free Chairman. because he was out there giving concertos all it was popping.
It was nice.
It was popping.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
talk.
He was not playing no games.
He ain't have to hit that lady.
Why
though,
not?
Man.
Why not?
She was already dead.
Why not?
She was. Come
All right?
on, he had to hit that lady.
He's listen. You already know the saying: "When in Rome," right?
when in Rome, bust a lady in
When
the
in
head
Rome,
with a chair.
right? You out there? Hey, chair, face. It just goes together.
He wasn't even next to her. He went.
He sought out
20 feet.
Yeah, he saw.
Yeah, he saw her out.
He sought out. He
She's
sought
like
out
20 feet away, bro.
Yeah, it was like when A-Rod threw down the Zimmerman. My man, what was his name? Yo, A-Rod saw him and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna wash you up.
Right.
I'm washing your old ass up." That's what happens. Listen, when in Rome, when you in fight mode, anybody can catch it. That's all it is. So free chairman. That's all I'm gonna say. Free chairman. You don't agree?
He free.
Chairman of the board.
He got charged with disturbing the peace.
Yeah, he may have to do a couple months.
That's
though.
a ticket.
He may have to do a couple months.
Yo, if he don't get a chair sponsorship,
Yo,
SB,
bro.
come on. The world
And make
ain't right.
listen. It gotta be metal chairs. It
Real
been,
talk.
I don't want no. Don't give me no plastics.
I want to see that dude on a late night like infomercial,
Right.
Pushing some new fast folding chairs.
WWE better call
Straight
him.
up.
Some wrestling promotion better call him.
Oh, without a
Amen.
doubt.
You know what I mean? Call him chairman of the board. That's gonna be his new
Real
name. You know what I mean? Bars. Facts.
I'm all about that.
All about that life. Yeah. After the break, we're gonna finally talk about sports.
Yo, it's the Cigar Gents and Gals. I want to give a shout out to my boy Barry for All Even Podcast. Keep doing your thing, bro. Killing it.
Jets Watch. All right, Claw's not here. Normally he goes to the Jets Watch, so I'm going to do it. Right? Hard Knocks episode 1 was this week, and it was pretty much a Aaron Rodgers, introduction, right? Like they went through, they had this nice little montage of showing Namath and all this other shit going on. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not a Jets fan no more. I was hyped. I'm like, yo, they finally got a good quarterback that they can really like tell a story behind. The last quarterback that they could actually tell a story behind was Namath, right? Like he had the flair, the furs, he had the swag. You know what I'm saying? He was Mr. New York. Aaron Rodgers, I feel, can be Mr. New York as well because he has that personality. I used to always say that when he was in Green Bay, it was an odd fit. Like he's a California kid. He has this me type of personality, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? You don't have to be a me personality to be conceited or, be this egotistical person, but he's a person that's kind of larger than what his situation is. New York fits his lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So watching Hard Knocks, watching him talk to his teammates, him having unique handshakes and, them saying that, yo, we ain't never seen nobody throw the ball like this here. Like that, I think for Jet fans gives them hope. And I think as a Jets fan, whoever's out there, hope has been very, very, not common for this franchise, right? They haven't made the playoffs since 2012. So it's like the fact that you can see this guy now and have hope. What do you think about that, G?
Listen, I'm happy for them. I'm a Giants fan, but I understand what it's like to think that your team will never win.
Right.
Right. I root for the Brooklyn Nets. I feel like we get so close but so far all the time, and I get that. Aaron Rodgers is real. Y'all could buy his jersey, touch it. It's for real in the store.
You can see him at Taylor Swift concerts.
Straight up,
I mean?
he out there. He living. He's a real dude. I do appreciate that. You acknowledge that until recently they were in hiding as Jets fans.
Oh yeah, 100%.
If you are out there, send us messages, let them know that you're safe. That you're getting enough water and supplies. It's gonna be a fun season for them. I think it's a good look. Sincerely, I think it's dope.
Yeah.
I think, to your point, he is he is the right QB here. He was, while successful, the wrong QB in GB. He followed a very Green Bay quarterback. I thought Favre was perfect over there.
Perfect. Exactly. I agree.
And then he was wrong when he came here.
Right.
But I do agree the inverse is true. He is a New York dude.
Yeah. That's a good point that you made. Like I never even really thought about that. Brett Favre was Mr. Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
He comes here and he over here showing dick pics to reporters.
It don't match.
And don't understand how to move in New York.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yo, we ain't a Wrangler city, my
facts,
G,
right?
right?
You know what I mean? Like you wear briefs here under your jeans. Like don't just free ball out here and be showing people you're nuts. I don't like that.
Briefs personally,
facts.
But you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like that's he didn't get no game when he came here.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers already got the game because he's been here. You know what I'm saying? Like he understands that New York personality, that New York vibe. So he's gonna move accordingly, and he's already doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I think it's a great thing. I think the Jets, if they can stay healthy, I think the Jets can be one of the better teams of the AFC. I'm not gonna say that they're gonna get to a Super Bowl. Like people want to go ahead and jump the shark too much, right? They have a chance. But you still got Mahomes out there. You still got Joe Burrow out there. You still got the Ravens out there. The Browns are a sleeper. The Dolphins are a sleeper. You know what? That's a good segue. Hold on. That's a good segue. There was a video out there, and Bishop is gonna like this. It's a video about Tua in practice, and he's dropping back, and all of a sudden, the defense just engulfs the offensive line. And he's just sitting there with his red shirt, like, don't hit me. And they know that they can't hit him. But in my head, I'm like, if that offensive line is going to be the same offensive line he's going to have for this season, they better test out that Tua helmet that they just co-signed in the offseason.
Round 3.
Bruh.
Listen, I'm excited for Tua's podcast to start next year. Because he is not playing football anymore. Like, yo, real talk. That's just gonna be fire. He's gonna have insight.
He gonna take over Brian Gumbel job on Real
talk,
Sports.
yo. Like, I've never rooted for somebody like more to
get
like,
out.
Get out.
Yeah.
Like, yo, my man. Like, I get it. I understand what it's like to give up the thing you love. You've done your whole life. Like, it pains me as on some dude shit, man shit, but. Yo, like your health, my man. Like, yo, like you won't get rocked. Bro, you already reacting like shook.
Right. They literally had to create a helmet for him, son. Like it's a problem.
Yeah. Also, how come everybody else ain't getting special helmets? Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm anybody in the league, I'm like, yo, where's my special helmet, my G?
How he get one?
Yeah.
How he get one?
Even like little things, like yo, my head is shaped different. Why don't I get my own joint?
Like I got the weird back head. Like I need a special helmet.
Yo, I got friends with the peanut shaped head. You know what I mean? What? Look, you know something that always bothered me too? Like, how come I don't get a different helmet when I grow my hair? You know what I mean? Like that has to affect the padding situation. I want all types of helmets. I want a helmet when I got a skin fade, a helmet when I got a 4. You know what I mean? I want all of the helmet options. Yeah, he's just getting special helmets because his head got rocked. My head get rocked every play.
Facts.
Nah,
I agree with you.
The whole O-line, D-line should have special helmets.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, I would throw a fit because, like I said, I'm a disruptor. I would go straight to the league office and say, listen, what makes him so special? Because he got knocked out, so I got to get knocked out to get that helmet too. I don't like that. I don't want to have to put myself in danger to ask for that helmet. I want it now.
That weird padding they're wearing in practice from the outside.
I want that in the game. I want that in the game.
I'm pretty sure like there has to be something in it. Like I brought it up before because like with cycling.
Yeah.
They have like a regulation. It's called MIPS.
Right.
Which is I don't know. I'm not gonna try to say what it means. But
you should know. You cycle.
Right. But what people say is like, I guess it's like multi-directional impact some shit.
Oh, there you go.
So
you got half
pretty
of
much like is like you said, like if I have hair and you're bald, it may impact the way I get hit differently.
That's very true.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I think it's like literally a fraction of a second in which you can get a concussion.
I think Tua needs to probably get one of those fake afros and put under his helmet. Like, listen, it worked for Kaepernick. Kaepernick had that fro coming out. You ain't never hear him get no concussions.
Not one.
Right? No concussions.
And quarterbacks like super inside, like baseball, football in this case. I'm pro like hard hitting sports. I've always been okay with QBs getting defended because their helmets have less padding because they got to make space for the freaking radio joints communication. Yeah. So like they literally have the worst helmets of the whole team
other
outside
than
of the kicker.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So like it always made sense to me. Like yo, like yeah, I get it. They should wear the red shirt. Yeah. Right? It's all good. But if this dude getting special technology, like yo. was me.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the fact that Tua's getting special treatment. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm pro him getting the helmet, to be clear.
But
everybody else should get helmets.
Everybody needs it.
It's going to come down to them putting the flag on the quarterback.
Yeah. Uniformity is what I want. All right. That's all I'm asking for. I'm asking just to be fair and impartial. That's all I'm asking for. Right. Moving on. NFL has finally done it. They have come out with their own app. It's called NFL Plus. You can be able to sign up, get Red Zone. You can get NFL Network. $14.99 a month. Thank you, NFL. It's about damn time because nobody had no $150 for no Red Zone and no what was the other one? What's the other one that they had on Dish Network or DirecTV? What's it called? Whatever it was. There's another one.
Sunday Ticket.
Sunday Ticket. Thank you. Like we ain't got that type of. We ain't got $250 to drop right now. You give me $14 a month. I can handle that.
Yo,
I can handle that.
Yo, and not only am I pro the pricing, what I really like is that you're acknowledging, yo, not every team gonna make it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, in November, my team is like 0-9.
Right, so I don't have to
opt out this shit.
Right, I can cancel.
Yeah.
I can cancel this. You know what I mean?
You drop $250 to watch a trash team the
be
whole
mad.
year, you might.
You be mad. You gonna have to pick up another team to watch?
Yeah, now I'm a fan of like freaking Houston.
Or the Eagles? Yeah, like I'm not doing that.
Oh man,
I'm not doing
I
that.
deserve this.
Yeah, facts. I agree with that. So it's about time they got into the app world or the streaming world. This is good. This is gonna be a good thing. I think they starting this year. So I'm on that. I'm on that 100%.
I like that. Long overdue.
Long overdue. Long overdue. But we ain't got to spend that much time on that. Moving on. Eric Bienemys, Commanders. He's a new OC over there. And of course, it's only going to take a few months for the fucking wheels to come off the bus. Like, did they not understand what he did prior to this? See, normally when you get a coach or you get a teacher, you kind of ask questions, right? Hey, call around the league. How is he? Like, how is this going on? Like, what was this? How is he grading tests? Is he a bad grader? Like, well, give you some, some precursor. You don't get a precursor from the Chiefs saying that, hey, yeah, he runs hard practices. Yeah, he's a no nonsense type of guy. They're over here complaining about practices being too hard. This is football. What are we talking about here? It's football. But then again, we got to talk about the Commanders, right? This is why they don't win. This is why they losers. They got Magic Johnson. Ain't going to help. Not right now, anyway. It's not going to help right now. Not right now. Maybe 2 years from now, but not right now. Right? Because listen, anything Magic touches goes to goal. We know this, right? We know this.
Oh, yeah.
But what's your thoughts on that in regards to like already and the coach, Ron Rivera, called out his players. So he put this in the media on purpose. Because he was like, yo, you think I'm going to go talk to my man about how he's like running practice? I'm good with it. So if I'm good with it and he's doing it, now I'm going to embarrass y'all in public to make y'all realize that this is a man's game. Yeah. This is a man's sport. If you want to be prissy and all that, go play something else. Go to some other team. You know what I'm saying? My
thing is like, he's doing what won. Like, go see his resume. Yeah, they have. If you are a Super Bowl champion and you tell me, yo, I'm a little sore, you've earned the right to say, yeah, you're right. You can take this day off.
Facts.
You can't complain about practice
when you win 2 games.
Trash. Yeah.
When you win 2 games a year.
Nah, B, eat that.
Yeah,
real talk.
Like I don't get it.
When's the last time they've won a division?
When we was probably like. In the 90s,
real talk, man. Like
when Joe Gibbs was still there.
I want the listeners to acknowledge how stumped I just made this room with that question.
Yeah,
like we are NFC East, like as a city.
That's a good question because we got two Cowboys fans in here. And we got 2 Giants fans in here. When was the last time the Redskins / Commanders Washington football team won the division?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I can't think of it.
I don't remember.
Silly. And that should be proof that like, yeah, we gotta eat this practice situation.
Right. Shut up and just do what the winner says. He just came from winning. Yeah. He just won a Super Bowl.
He knows if this is what's working, cool. Let's do that.
I don't get that. So, it is what it is. But like I think that's the generation of athlete that we in, G, that a lot of these athletes, they tend to like to cut corners, right? They're getting paid more and they want to work less. And I don't understand that concept.
So I've been obviously like no pro athlete would agree to this. As a fan, I've always been of the opinion that salaries should be done very differently in sports.
Right.
I feel like every player should sign up for an equal wage across as a team. Let's say it's like $250,000 each.
And it should be performance-based.
Performance-based. Yep. Literally, every game, there's a pool of bread. The winning team gets the bread.
Yeah.
And it just goes up as the season goes on.
That's interesting.
Know what I mean? Like, the same amount of money. Like, I'm talking like all the millions that the squad can make. You could even like allocate it where like the QB gets the most, whatever. But the only QB that's getting paid today is the winning QB.
That's an interesting.
You know what I mean? Rest of you, you want $250,000 salary.
The way I had a similar mindset, but it's completely different. It's in the same ballpark a little bit, but it's like you have a base salary, so everybody's making like $5 million base.
Right.
But based on how your season goes, if you have all of these accolades, then you can be able to make up to. There's no cap on it. So if a quarterback goes out there and throws 60 touchdowns, you can make $100 million this year.
I'm with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Only reason I say $250,000 versus 5 is because like I want you to feel the difference.
That's a good point.
$250,000 is like, yo, we okay, but like I still gotta like make a
work
shopping
hard.
list.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
yo,
true.
like you at Panera Bread. You know what I mean? Like that's your fancy night out.
$5 million, you still not gonna work hard. You go
Real
with the
talk.
base.
Straight up.
Because I ain't gonna hold you. You tell me that my base is $5 million.
You chilling.
I'm staying right there.
Straight up. But you make $250,000, I promise you, your wife still work.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like that's a different thing.
You still looking at your mortgage like, yeah, all right, cool.
Oh, we in the condo still?
This coming in on the 15th?
Yo, for real. You gotta cut, yo, like you making cut, yo, we got cut the AC out.
Right.
Like I want real like weight on it. And then in turn, I want to see yo, you heard homeboy, they went 14-2.
Right.
Yeah, yo, he pushing 17 Lambos.
Right.
Like I want to see the ridiculousness of you earning 100
points. I would definitely hire him as commissioner of the league.
I'm telling you, it's different.
That's good.
Same money pool. Hey, you could win the same bread. But like in turn, if you lose, I want you to feel that. Like, be like last year I made 10 M's. This year I made $250,000.
Right.
You're gonna see players play different.
Facts. That's a good point. I like that. That's bars. I like that. What about you, Nicole? You like that? It's fair, right? It sounds fair. You know what league should adopt
I do love
that.
the idea, by the way, of rateyourcoach.com.
like a Yelp for coaches?
Yeah, just like I only got that for teachers. Like when you go to a university, yo, how was he in chem? You know what I mean? Like so these like players, like, yo, I hated the dude in drills yesterday. And like he's trying to say it without saying it's him, you know what I mean? He was so mean to the guards.
Right.
You know what I mean?
he never spoke to Jimmy, the security guard at the desk. I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
The homework he gave us.
Or better yet, that the OC, he would always press the elevator button when it was always lit up. I don't like that.
Yo, so you trying to have combos in the PJs?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm asking you. Like in the PJs, you hit the elevator button. I show up. I don't know. PJ buttons could be lit up for no reason. I got to talk to you.
All right. Here's the thing with me, right? I'm crazy, right? I am naturally crazy. So, but I will pick my battles, right? So if somebody does that, you'll get one of the the looks, right? I give you a look. I mean, I say nothing, not all the time, but I'll probably give you a look. And maybe I'll make a grunt or something and show you my displeasure.
Yo, you never got to the elevator and like you pressed the button, you've been there for a minute and the light went out?
Yeah.
And you're not paying attention and somebody else come and just press it?
Yeah, and then you look like you dumb.
Right.
And all they doing is saving you with time.
That has happened to me, but even still, I pressed it first.
What?
I pressed it first. It's still lit up.
Can I give you a personal challenge?
Yes.
Real talk. Without being like angry, just ask the person next time they press it. Can I ask, why'd you press the button?
I've done that.
What did they say?
Oh, I didn't see it. And now I say, well, clearly I'm standing here. So,
but I think it's human
nature. Like I wouldn't even take like the
aggressive
dick approach. Just keep asking, learn about people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Try to get into the psyche.
Yeah.
I think it's human nature, and like people don't like waiting. So,
especially in New York,
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna press that button. If you standing there, I don't care if you pressed it. Like it be on.
That's disrespectful because you're not taking the time that I've stand here into consideration.
Well, you gotta understand. It's like, all right, when we want to.
They're actually taking your time into consideration.
How?
They're saying you've been waiting. You don't deserve to wait. Let me press it more.
there's no science behind if you keep pressing the
Bro,
button that's gonna come.
I agree. I'm just saying that's the ideology.
Listen, this is how I look at it, right? There's plenty of times I wanted to cross the street and I pressed that little button at the corner.
Right.
Does that shit really work? We press the button?
That's a good point.
They don't even make them in my hood. So
Facts.
We live different.
They got,
already.
but listen, they got the one that's the sensor over here. There's no
Okay.
button. It's just a doop doop. Yeah.
But that's for the handicap. That's for the,
Is it?
That's for the blind people.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah.
I am curious. Like, I would legit do a study on this. Like, I want to know how far away you got to stand for people to feel like they have to hit the button.
And listen, and respectfully, right? I'm like, the button is right here. I'm not on top of the button. I'm like a good 4 to 5 feet away from it.
Right.
There's plenty of time. There's plenty of room. There's plenty of distance for you to be seeing that the light is there. I don't like that.
I don't stand that close to elevators because I never know who's going to come off. Pause.
But I'm not blocking the people that's coming off the elevator. I'm waiting for the elevator to come.
People come off the elevator with dogs. A dog could just run out real quick and bite you. You better get back.
You're not listening though. When the elevator, when the boom happens or the ding ding, I move to the side. Let them off. It's just like a train, right? You're not going to stand in front of the train doors. You don't have to let the people off.
That may not be far enough of a distance.
4 feet?
Yo,
Yeah, 4 feet kind of tight.
That's
low
tight,
key.
bro.
4 feet if I move to the side? Because remember, I'm 4 feet in front of it. I'm moving to the side to let them off.
You are less than your body length away from the elevator.
Right.
So I gotta be body length.
I think body length.
That's an appropriate. That's an okay. That's an appropriate distance. I can concede to that.
Yeah.
I can concede to
When
that.
somebody opens the door and the dog run out on the leash. The leash, and the average leash is like 6 feet.
It sounds like you have a fear of dogs. I don't.
Oh,
I punch dogs in the
I
mouth.
like dogs. But they do bite. You
I
punch
do-
them in the
I-
mouth,
look,
they still gonna bite you.
You punch a dog in the nose, it don't matter what dog that is. They gonna feel it and they gonna run
They
away.
gonna bite you.
My only argument for standing that close to the elevator is when I think more people are gonna stand with me.
Facts.
Because then I don't want to give up pole position.
That's
for
what I'm
stuff
saying.
like
Because
going
now
in.
I've been here for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and now somebody gonna jam me up, and there will be 4 people in front of me. I don't like that. So
now-
I gotta make sure
wait.
I'm keeping my 4.
So now if you're the first person,
I've considered. I've reconsidered.
Yeah, I'm keeping my 4. I'm sorry.
but now listen. Now if you're the first person on the elevator and 3 more people get in, do you say, "Oh, what floor do you need?"
No.
You press the button for them.
Absolutely not.
You're wilding. Like you're very inconsiderate.
Absolutely not.
I'm the first person on.
Why should I feel?
So you
why
want
sh-
everybody to reach across you to press the buttons.
Listen, you can go ahead and press it. I don't need. I am not the bellman or the doorman or the elevator guy.
But we've already established that you give off. Don't touch my button.
Right. You already
You can't
claimed
have
it, bro.
both, B. You
So I
can't
gotta be
don't-
courteous to ask people.
If you gonna say, "Yo, don't touch my button," yeah, like they're your buttons.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
That's a
You
good
can't
point.
have both sides.
Listen. I can understand. I can listen. This is how I know I've matured. I can listen.
Yeah.
I can concede and I can accept it. I can accept it.
But now, what if the door is taking a minute to close and they reach in front of you and press the door?
I
close
don't
button?
like that. Don't
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
wild.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, if I'm here, don't do that. Don't do that. Moving on. Moving on.
That. Don't make me in a rush because you in a rush.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts. All right. Cat's out of the bag. Gold cat's out of the bag. Right. I watched the Johnny Manziel Untold Netflix documentary. And last week, G, we talked about it, how, he admitted that, he had some struggles back in 2016 with the Browns, and, he thought about self-terminating and all this stuff, and, he had a rough time. So we were talking about, man, being an athlete is tough, dealing with certain things, and, he had some struggles, and, we were even talking about, hey, listen, the Browns didn't do well by him in regards to putting an infrastructure in to kind of help him, guide him along. There was no veterans there to really guide him along and all this stuff. So we were taking the sympathetic approach, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Safe. I'm not doing that today.
Okay.
I saw the doc. He was wilding.
Mm-hmm.
He was wilding from day one. He went to college because he loved football, but he also went to party. So it just so happened that he was good at football, but he went to party.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He never worked at football. He never studied playbooks. He admitted and said he never watched a single minute of game film. I can't feel sorry for this man. Man was having cocaine party. I can't do it. I can't do it, fam.
Yo, when I tell you that, I am so impressed with the director of that documentary.
It was well done.
Real talk. To make me feel empathy and understanding and compassion for a rich white boy.
Facts.
Like did nothing but do all
Drugs.
of my dreams.
Yeah.
Like everything that I dream of doing, he did in 2 years at like the age where you most want to do all that shit.
And you know what's crazy too, G? The one thing I didn't like about that is that he did his man foul.
Yeah.
Yo, his best friend, went to bat with him. That's when like they were signing all the memorabilia when he was, he was getting paid. His man got him out of that jam to the point where he was only suspended a half of football. And in turn, a couple of years down the road, he turned his back on him because he was like, oh, I got to get to the NFL. I got to get out. I got to get a more serious man. But why wouldn't you not find a role for your man?
Right.
And not even that he clipped him. They still ain't talked today.
To this day.
Like, yo, you as a man, like, yo, like I get as you did something stupid at like 21.
But
yo, 30-year-old you still can't be like, yo, my bad, homie.
You know what it is? It's shame.
Yeah.
It's definitely shame.
Mm-hmm.
It's shame.
But dude, I watched this dude chilling with Drake, chilling with LeBron, chilling with Bieber, endless dates.
Had him on speed dial.
Courtside seats. And I'm still feeling bad for that dude.
Still
like
feeling
that
bad.
was incredible footage. Right. That dude is out of his mind. Like,
out of his mind.
He lived every 18 to 20-year-old's dream.
Bro.
And that's just gonna be a cool memory. You know how I knew I shouldn't feel bad for him? Cause he didn't feel bad for himself. Every single time they cut to Johnny, he was hyped as hell to tell the story.
Oh yeah.
He's like, yo, you remember this part of it? Hell yeah, I do. That shit was crazy.
Yo, he was extremely candid.
Yo.
Extremely. Like, but for him, it's like, yo, to have everything, like the most dynamic thing that he said, the most like profound thing that he said in the entire doc is that he said when he didn't have anything, right? He felt the drive to like be better, right? To try to get those things. But once he had everything, he felt empty. Like he achieved this success. He's in the NFL. He got drafted in the first round. Got a signing bonus. You guaranteed money. You fighting for the starting job for the Cleveland Browns. It's not like you sitting there for 6 years and you waiting for opportunity. You possibly might be the starter out the gate. You have everything. Commercials are lining up for you. And he said that's when he felt the most empty in his entire life, when he had everything. It's crazy. That's a crazy like mindset or even thought process.
Well, I think it leads to your earlier point of he never worked for football.
Never worked for
when you work for something, it feels
you can
different
appreciate
when you earn it.
Exactly.
You appreciate it. He didn't have that.
He didn't have that.
Just given. It's not mentioned much, but you kind of get hints of it. His family's well off.
Yeah.
So like his fall off, he knew would never be as tragic as someone else's.
Like he's not going to be on the street.
Yeah. You know, so like he just never had an appreciation for what was being put on his plate.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So yeah, he just handled it wrong.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, I had sympathy for him last week. Fuck that. Like, I'm not doing that this week.
Yo, but real talk, he is going to be the greatest like middle manager at Home Depot.
Oh, 100%.
Like he's going to have so many dope lunchroom stories. I'm looking forward to that.
He going to be the district manager at CVS. He going to be the man.
Fire.
Like the
Real
man.
talk.
The man.
He gonna leave all the allergy medication unlocked.
Relax.
Dude, those team meetings are gonna be fire. Back in my day, I don't know if you heard.
He said, "You see this whole aisle right here? This whole aisle in my house was filled with cocaine bills." After the break, we gonna talk some more NFL football.
He has changed the game, whether you like it or not. He's changed it. He's impacted the game in some fashion or form.
I'm gonna find a bar mitzvah for you to go to, and you gonna turn that motherfucker out.
Yeah, all the gals watching.
Crack 'em if you got 'em.
All the gals watching. -6.
And I would like to formally welcome you to
Welcome.
Welcome.
And welcome the grid.
To the grid.
To the grid.
To the grid.
Welcome to the grid.
And welcome to the grid.
Welcome
to the grid.
Welcome back, y'all. This segment Or these topics are a little sensitive. Henry Ruggs finally got sentenced. 10 years. That is sad.
They went too light.
You think so?
Without a doubt.
So what would you
Did
have?
You see what OJ said?
What OJ said?
They gave OJ 9 to 33 years for what he did, and they giving this man up to 10 years. He killed somebody.
Yes.
OJ went and got back his memorabilia that belonged to him.
I mean, we all know that OJ was railroaded for that. We know that, but I can see how you said that 10 years for life, but I just look at it as a young man that's literally like his life is over. Like he went from being a professional athlete to being, you know, one of the most well-touted young players coming out of Alabama to now he's doing 10.
That makes him a professional dummy.
I get it, but it's still sad. What are your thoughts, G?
I gotta tell you, I am impressed over and over again with your ability to pivot emotionally. You are a roller coaster, my G. Like my goodness. Okay. Yeah. I definitely feel for him. I think that it's tragic anytime potential is lost.
Yeah.
Like I think that sucks over and over again. I hope that it functions as a lesson for other people. You know what I mean? Watch the circles you in, the situations you in. It weirdly reminds me of why I don't cheat on my wife. You know what I mean? And like how I don't cheat on my wife. It's because I'm never in situations where cheating is an option.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like that's the whole secret. You know what I mean? People was like, yo, like
that's a bar.
Yo, real talk. It's the whole secret. I don't put myself in a spot where I can make a bad decision.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's gonna be chicks there. A word, I will be at my house. You know what I mean? Have fun. This is not me. So like when
I will do it remote.
You real talk. Like, you know, you can tell me to recap tomorrow, but me, I will continue to own my house.
Right.
Fully.
Facts.
So yeah, like it sucks, but like that's kind of when I hear stuff like this, like don't be in spots where like this is a thing that could happen. And in turn, like, you know, lose like something that you work so hard for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, it was gonna get sensitive for a minute. But then it's going to go right back to the bullshit. So, AQUIB Talib's brother, I still don't know how to say his first name, but I'm going to say it's what is it? Like it's Judan, top, whatever it is, right? All I know is he getting 37 years. He get 37 years because he shot the coach in the back at an argument at a kid's game. Like, listen.
Dummy, yeah.
How stupid do you got to be? Somebody else having an argument, you going to go clap somebody in the back? At a kid's game?
Crazy.
37 years is accurate.
Same argument I just had right now. I lose my temper. You know what I don't lose my temper with? With a gun on hand.
Right.
Real talk. You going to a kid's game, there's no reason the gun should be on.
Why do you have a gun on you at a kid's game anyway?
Doesn't make sense.
America. It's crazy.
Real talk.
Like 37 years, I'm just like, yeah, makes sense. I'd have gave him 50 just to round it off.
They should have buried him up to his neck in dirt and stoned him.
You got real specific things you want to do to people, B.
Well, I feel when you do stuff like that, you deserve the consequence that's coming your way.
What do you say? What do you say all the time?
Oh, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
That's it. That's all it is.
But like you like legit embody that. Like you like, oh, you did this crime. Let's come up with the appropriate stupid prize.
You know what? You know what's crazy with him? He has a dictator's mentality.
Okay.
If he was running a small country and certain people do certain things, he would choose the punishment for you based on what you did.
Right.
That's the type of mindset that he has.
Right. Like if you do something towards children, then there should be a whole bunch of people who like to do things towards you that are allowed to do things toward you.
You know what I would do if I was like a
righteous killer? Yes.
You know what I would do if I was like a prime minister of some small ass country or island, like and that situation came up, I would have 100 people lined up to kick you in the nuts for the next 6 hours.
Why? You know, they should be kids.
Yeah.
That's how like soccer practice happens.
Right.
Like we
kick
tie
you in the
up.
nuts for 6 hours. For 6 hours.
Kids get better at their craft.
And
you know what I mean?
there's a clock. There's a clock that's going down. So the 6 hours is going to be on a clock, and that's it.
I like that. The community's still coming together for
Facts.
soccer.
Yeah.
I like it.
You know what I mean?
And then they tie you to a log, tie your hands to the horse, and have the horse keep walking straight.
All right, relax. Relax.
Yeah.
Relax. Okay. One more before we let G get out of here. Right? Kobe's statue. How do we feel?
Yeah, long overdue. I'm pro Kobe statue.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. I want to see what it actually looks like. I don't know if they're gonna go with the fadeaway or they're gonna go with the 360 dunk that he did. Are they gonna go with the? Are they gonna go with when he stood on the table and did the 5?
Well, yeah. Which jersey they using? 8 or 24?
That's a good one. I think they damn.
It depends on the time of what he did. Of the
Well, you know what's very eerie about Kobe Bryant's career is that the 8 and the 24 statistically are very, very similar.
They're real. Like they're both good careers.
It's like almost mirrored of each other.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So Kobe Bryant's my man. That's my man. 100 grand. That's my guy. I'm so happy that he's gonna be immortalized at the crypt. It's no longer Staples. Yeah. But it's long overdue. I'm so happy for him, man. And it's gonna be a somber day for a lot of people. It's gonna be a sad day, but it's also gonna be a happy day because you can be able to, people can take pictures now and be able to like keep him immortalized in life. You know what I'm saying? Like just like how Jordan's statue, obviously he's still alive, but that's an iconic statue in front of the Bulls arena. Kobe Bryant's statue is gonna be the same thing.
They got those statues where you can look at it from one direction, it's one thing. You look at it from another direction,
like a holographic type of joint.
I think it should be like one where he's wearing 8, one where he's wearing 24.
I'm curious to see how they're gonna do it because I think they're also gonna find a way to put Gigi in there somewhere.
That'd be dope.
That'd be fire too. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I disagree with that. Like I think that's tragic, but she ain't do anything.
That's true.
Come on,
that does make sense.
I'm pro like sharing her story, but like be like if I die and I become a GOAT of comedy, like. Yo, my kids are getting all my money, but they shouldn't get.
They shouldn't be in the statue with you, right?
I want them in my statue.
I mean, that's a good point. That's a good
point.
That is a good point.
You don't know Richard Pryor's kids like at all.
Facts.
Like none of them. And I mean, and if they tried, they had to earn their stripes. But I don't want to see none of Chappelle's kids out there saying that I'm the funniest too. No, you have not earned that right. You have not done any of that work. You got to put in the work. Like Vlad Jr., the Guerreros, I like that. The little man earned it. He out there swinging. That's cool. But you can't just be getting statues.
He got a point. He got a point.
You know what he just said?
Yeah.
Gigi wasn't shooting in the gym.
Real talk. Now, she was. She just didn't shoot long enough. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's a sad story.
I ain't gonna lie. If Gigi would have made the WNBA, I would have finally watched the WNBA.
Real talk. That'd have been
fire.
fire.
You wouldn't.
Yes, I would have.
Please.
Listen, that's a Bryant. I'm gonna watch because she was about to put buckets on them girls over there.
Bro,
40.
Can't pay you to go watch a WNBA. Nah.
If Gigi was there, I would have paid. I'd have definitely paid. No, you wouldn't. I'd have definitely paid for Gigi. I ain't paying for nobody else. I'll pay for Gigi. Because there'd be a chance that I could be able to meet Kobe Bryant again. Wait, Kobe here? Hey.
Real talk, yo. You courtside for $64 or some shit.
You know what I mean? Exactly.
That's not bad.
I get courtside seats for,
Ain't a bad life, man.
So
I'm telling you.
They'll give you them tickets at your kid's
buy
school.
one, get one. You know what I mean?
At the kid's school, they give it.
Yeah, at the Chase Bank, you know how they like to
open up a new account.
Yeah, you can open up a new account, you get a ticket. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the way it goes.
It's sad. It's the only team that might win this shit, yo.
Facts.
Be solid.
The Liberty will win this year because they're good, and nobody's gonna care.
Yo.
Nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna care.
I'm out here repping the Liberty. Don't know any of the members, but
yeah.
That's my team.
They got some good players, but
I'm sure.
In the grand scheme of things, nobody's gonna care, and it's sad. It is sad. But look, G, thank you for pulling up, man. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? This was fun.
Thank you for having me. I admittedly did not expect to end my appearance here on a semi-sexist take. I'm normally very pro women, so I don't want y'all to judge me on this. I am pro Gigi. I just didn't think she deserves a statue.
It's a fair point.
Real talk.
Yeah. It's a fair point.
You know, real talk. She deserves a card.
Yes.
her mom deserves our
love
and empathy.
Yes,
but
she deserves a section inside the arena. Maybe
real talk, yeah. You know, in loving memory,
right? Like
I'm
a
for that.
like a shrine section. You can have that.
But it is a Kobe statue.
Facts.
Real
I agree.
talk.
I agree. I do agree with that. I do. Agree
And matter of fact, if you want to add, I think he has a GG tattoo.
Yes,
they could put the tattoo in the statue. She's there in spirit.
I like that.
Boom.
That's a good point.
Right? So she's still commemorative.
I like that. But G, Gastor, tell them where they can find you and all that good stuff.
Yeah, man. You can find me on all social media at Gastor Almonte, GASTORALMONTE. My weekly podcast, The War Report, hosted with my homie Chalet with Sharp. And yeah, other than that, I'll be doing stand-up all over the place. Long overdue for an album, so expect that next year.
I can't wait for that.
But yeah, man, other than that, just catch me out here doing jokes all over the country. You know what I mean? It's kind of what we do.
That's what's up.
Come out, real talk, because like my son eats steak every day, and it's expensive. So yeah, I could use y'all.
Definitely, man. We definitely gonna be there, bro. I appreciate you coming through again, my guy.
Yo, real talk. Had a blast, man. I'll be back, man.
Shouts to my man Gastor Almonte for pulling up. That was fun.
Real cool dude.
Definitely a good dude, man. It was you know, you just meet people in your life that, you know, they have a purpose. I remember your G was always cool. He's always laid back, but the fact that he found his purpose doing comedy, like that's how everybody needs to kind of go about life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, stop you know, going through life and saying that, you know, I'm too old to do this or whatever. You gotta figure it out. Figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Find your purpose and figure that shit out. Like, you know, you probably want to be a porn star or something, and you know.
Nah, I don't want to do that.
What?
I don't want to be a porn star.
Yeah. Why not? Porn director?
I don't want what belongs to my woman to be out there for everybody else.
It's a very wholesome person. When you get to the core of FANG, it's very, very family oriented, wholesome. A bit.
A bit.
A bit. You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you impress me. Sometimes. Other times it's just
yeah. You get what you get.
But yeah. Shouts to Gastor for pulling up. Definitely go check out his stuff. Check out one of his shows. You know, go on YouTube, support, go on his Instagram, drop a comment, a like, share, whatever it is. Like, you know, you gotta support your local comedians out there, man. Like, comedy is needed in the world. Good comics are needed, and it just makes the world a better place when you have good comics. So, shouts to G. Moving on. Should I do irrelevant news of the week?
Hell yeah.
Should I do irrelevant news of the week? Now it's time for my irrelevant news of the week.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch the... I mean, they stink.
Every week. It's all... Listen, it gets better and better every week. So, let's go ahead and go look at the first one. Family Feud contestant who joked about his marriage being a mistake in 2020 gets sentenced to life in prison for murdering.
Wow. Well, you could have saw it coming, huh? Pause.
Yo. Bro. That's wild.
Listen.
That's going to be a crazy documentary.
The same thing happened with the bailiff at the...
Yes.
You know, so it's becoming a trend, bro.
So, like, when people... So, I guess what we got to start doing is that when we start hearing that jokingly, maybe we should call it cops. Listen, I heard one of my friends say he likes, you know, he would strangle his wife. There's some history here with certain things from other people. I'm just letting you know that, hey, you know, what's that movie with Tom Cruise where he was there was Future Crimes.
Oh, that was dope.
What was it called? Oh my goodness.
I know you're talking about though. That was a good
Minority
movie.
Report.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what it is. Minority Report.
Yes.
You gotta nip it in the bud before it even happens.
He took dude's eyeballs out.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. You on a game show and then 3 years later you going to jail for...
Well, I guess you didn't really win.
What a twist.
You may have won the show, but you lost in life.
Facts. What a twist. Next one. Oh, goodness. Michigan woman arrested after her ex finds footage of her performing sex acts on a dog.
She's arrested for that?
It's a crime.
Oh, bestiality.
Bestiality is a crime, bro.
Okay.
So, all right.
What was the dog doing?
That's what I'm asking, right?
Was the dog like...
I don't, you know, let me go, let me go see if there's details. Let me go see if there's details here. Security camera, their beloved pet. They put that beloved, so you already know it was sensitive.
Yeah. She was probably already licking the dog on the mouth.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
So pretty much, if you let a dog lick you on your mouth, you're willing to do other
Yo,
lewd
listen
acts.
to these charges. Sodomy with a dog and animal abuse.
Sodomy? So there was some penetration involved.
Yo, I can't, bro. All right. You have a friend. News breaks. This is the news that breaks about said friend. How do you look at said friend?
Bro, it's jokes for the rest of your life.
You're cooked.
It's jokes
You're
for
cooked.
the rest of your life. It's jokes, bro.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. If you try to get mad, we fighting, right? You have no reason to get mad at me for cracking jokes on you, right? You over here licking it.
That is
You over
very
here
strange.
topping off a dog. What's wrong with you?
That is very strange.
It's odd.
Like, I've had dogs and I've seen what that looks like. It's very strange.
It's creepy.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Like the pink thing comes.
Yeah.
So she was probably looking for that.
Disgusting.
My goodness.
Disgusting.
He's like, hey, where that pink thing?
Now, here's the question.
Show me where that pink thing at.
You know when dogs mate, they get stuck together?
Do they?
You never seen that happen?
Is that a thing, Nicole? I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah.
I gotta confirm that. They get stuck together?
Yeah. When dogs mate, they get stuck together. I don't know if it's the female dog's vaginal wall like gripping on the male's thing, or like if it's swelling from the male. I don't know what it is, but I do know that when dogs mate, they tend to get stuck together.
But it's not all the time.
I think they get stuck together.
So yeah, listen, some coochies are better than others. Even with the dogs. Oh my goodness, what a freak. what a freak. Instead of getting a dildo like it's some normal person, she said, dog. Dog.
That's disgusting.
When in Rome, right? When in Rome.
Oof.
Moving on. Man finds $7.5 million in cash in a safe he purchased legally from a $500 storage unit, and he trades in the $7.5 million and gets back 1.5 in clean money. Are you crazy?
Stupid.
Are you crazy? First off, my conscience ain't that great anyway. There's not gonna be no tap on the shoulders. There's not gonna be a angel and a devil saying, "Hey, do the right thing, do the wrong thing." It's like, yo, bro, that's $7.5 million. Take it and go.
And the thing is, he got it from a storage unit. I can see somebody drop it. I'm gonna take it and go.
Take it and go, bro. That's your. Anything in that storage unit is yours.
Yeah.
So why would you feel that you have to turn it in? Like, who? First off, who convinced you of such buffoonery?
Maybe it's whoever he traded it into was in
You
cahoots
lost
with the person that told him to do it.
Bro. Exactly, and they probably laughing they asshole like, yo, he really took this deal.
That's crazy.
$6 million you lose.
It's absurd. Like, you have to literally be stupid.
Listen, if I can't cash this money out here, I'm going to Mexico and I'm disappearing. You can't find no drug money out there. It's all drug.
It's crazy. Give me that money.
It's all drug money.
Give me
out
that money
there.
in the casino.
Facts.
I'd rather lose $6 million in the casino than lose it for some stupid idiot.
Right.
Giving,
Like, I'm gonna honestly give this money to you.
Right.
Hey, I found this $7 million.
Oh, well, thank you, kind sir. Here.
You know what they did?
1.5.
You know what they did to him? They say, yo, all right, cool. Let's be able to clean this up. Listen, you're only gonna get 1.5. What do you think that other 6 is? In their pocket.
Right.
In their pocket. Now they in Mexico.
Right.
Now they in Mexico. Idiot.
Dummy. Yeah.
I should have lead him for dummy. That's what I should have did.
Yeah, that was definitely a dummy.
Yeah, I should have definitely did that. Should have definitely did that. Moving on. Gets worse. There's a lot of them this week. A lot of them. This one is a little troubling. Have you heard about the little girl? Her name is Lil Tay.
Yes.
There was a post on Instagram. Condolences, family, and she gone.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's sad. World is mourning. She comes back the next day and says, "Hey, not dead."
Wait, that whole thing was fake?
She's not dead.
I thought what I read was that her and her brother died for something.
She's not dead.
Really?
Not dead, bro.
And I think the father put a statement out.
Lil Tay is not dead. She was hacked. I want to make it clear that my brother and I are safe and alive.
No.
Yo, this world is wild, bro. First of all, who would be in a right mind to hack your account and then post that you gone?
And it was everywhere. That's the crazy
everywhere,
thing.
because she's famous.
It was everywhere, bro.
Yo, she must have been asleep.
Right? And woke up. And
She must have been asleep and woke up.
Like, can I pinch myself? Am I dead? Mom, am I dead?
Yo, went to the store, left your phone at home.
Right.
All of a sudden you come back to R&B messages about you.
And the crazy thing to me is, like, was she 14 years old?
She young, yeah.
Every 14-year-old, they do not let the phone leave their hand.
Facts. It's crazy. Big Brother contestant Luke Valentine kicked off the show after saying the N-word.
When are they going to learn?
You know what was crazy? What I find more offensive about this is that the black guy that was a part of the situation said nothing. So he used it in a term like, yeah, like people are here. So he wasn't saying it to the black dude. He was just using it.
Okay.
In just a normal term. And everybody dipped.
What is a normal term?
Well, I'm talking about like in a normal setting. So what I mean is
Like,
that
what's
like,
up, ma?
you right.
Okay.
Or yeah, we just N-words was here and we was just chilling.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So he's using it like that, like how we would use it. He's using it like that. So the white guys dipped off like roaches. They scattered,
Like, I don't
right?
want no parts of this.
Yeah, they don't want no parts of this, right? They don't want to be okay when they gone, right? Black dude is there and like, yeah, I ain't got no problem with it. Sucker. So I'm gonna play it right now.
They just don't know how to handle it, which is so funny to me, right? Is that in situations that should be bad, should be uncomfortable for a black man, white people get more uncomfortable. And I used to always tell my girl that, like,
we were in the cheese room, dude.
That's how you use it.
Anyways, we were in the fucking cheese room.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You're off the fucking legs.
Sorry,
You gotta go to bed, Luke. You gotta go to bed.
I do.
Just spinning it.
That's what they did.
It wasn't what you thought. I was gonna call him a narwhal.
I wasn't gonna say that.
I was
part.
gonna call him a narwhal.
I don't give a fuck.
Make sure he's gone.
You know,
So for me, I think the more offensive is the fact that he don't have a problem with it. I don't like that.
You know, it's weird times we live in, because I wouldn't necessarily like say that everyone that uses that word who isn't black is racist, because
Right.
I don't believe that to be true.
Right.
You know, I believe that depending on who you grow up around and who you're with, like, I know some black people who are perfectly fine with, people saying that word. And hey, to each his own. Do I think you're stupid? To some extent, yes. But I don't think that every white person that uses that word is indeed a racist.
No, I don't believe so either. Because
But-
it depends on, like I said, the context. But they
Right.
still shouldn't be using it.
Right.
That doesn't mean that they're all racist, though. I agree with you.
Right.
What do you think about that, Nicole?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, I've seen people say that word, but not in a way where trying to, offend anyone. Like, especially, like, really growing up in, like, with songs and music. That's where I've seen it most. But, yeah, I agree. It's not a word that should be used. It holds a lot of power. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, has a lot of negative context behind it. I don't think it should be something that really should be said like at all. So.
What's up, my nigga?
Yeah, like listen.
They let Jackie Chan say it.
They did. They definitely did. This one though, this story right here made me laugh so hard, and it wasn't supposed to be funny. It goes back to my scary movie problem, right? Like I'll watch a scary movie and I'm finding comedy in it when I really shouldn't, right? So
A woman near Beaumont is attacked by a snake and a hawk at the same time, and she has the wounds to prove it. Peggy Jones says she was on her riding mower at her home in Silsbee last month when a hawk flying above dropped a snake it was carrying. The snake fell onto Peggy and wrapped itself around her arm.
He wrapped himself around me as I was slinging my arm and wouldn't come off. And as this is going on, there's a hawk coming down. Trying to get him, and as I'm trying to sling the snake off, the snake is striking me in my eyes. He's striking my face, striking my face.
Doctors say Peggy was lucky she was wearing glasses because the snake never bit her. But as that was happening, as she mentioned, the hawk swooped in and tried to retrieve its lunch. And Peggy is in the way.
At about the fourth time, the hawk got the snake and carried it away, and I looked down and I was covered in blood.
Holy shit.
Now, we're blurring Peggy's arm because it is covered in puncture wounds and bruises. Wow. She is grateful she survived and was able to share this story. All I can say.
Wait, where's Peggy from?
Yo, the most random story you will ever hear. This is Irrelevant News of the Week Hall of Fame. Yo, a snake drops out of the air from a hawk, drops on your arm,
wraps
around the arm, continuously bites you. The hawk is like, yo, where my food at, fam? Oh, it's down there? I gotta get you and I gotta get him.
Right.
So you can
like
get
y'all all
up.
food.
Yo.
Everybody food.
Irrelevant News of the Week Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Hall of Fame. It don't get no better than that.
Wow.
It don't get no better than that right there, dude.
I wish I was in that situation.
Yo, son, I loved it. Shouts to Peggy Jones. That's her name.
Peggy
Sound fake.
Jones.
Sound fake as hell.
Damn sure it does.
Sound fake as hell. But that is my irrelevant
Peggy Jones
news of the week.
You gotta be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch they stink.
Oh my goodness. Moving on. I told y'all that this would happen. I said it. I, sir, am a savant. A clairvoyant. I, sir, told everybody, don't count Skip Bayless out. Y'all gotta stop throwing disrespect at him. He's the godfather of debate. Any show that Skip is on, people gonna watch it. Whether you like it or not, they gonna watch. People, oh, he disrespected Shannon, and Shannon gonna be better off. All right, cool, that's fine. Shannon's about to go get himself a position, maybe on First Take, maybe somewhere else. Who knows? And shouts to him. Shannon is dope. He is. That's Unc, right? He deserves everything. But let's not throw shade at Skip Bayless.
Right.
See, the thing is, back in June, there was an early report. And all the haters and all these dudes is out here running with the narrative. Undisputed cannot find a guest host or a host to partner up with Skip Bayless. Nobody wants to work with Skip Bayless. That was the narrative.
Sounds crazy.
Right? And when I seen the headline, I'm like, that's a joke. It makes no sense.
Right. So,
Skip Bayless, because what people don't realize about when he found Shannon Sharp back in 2016, it wasn't he thought about it, he knew who he wanted, but it came together very quickly. This wasn't like a long process. It was, I want Shannon, go get Shannon, and a few weeks later, a few months, whatever it was, show was there, right? So it happened very quickly. This time, Skip is 70 years old. He's like, I'm going to take my time with this. There's no reason to rush back. There's no reason to get back on Undisputed and be by myself. I already have my podcast. I can be able to have my whatever I want to talk about on the pod. And I can take my time and put together a bomb squad staff. But I'm going to keep it under wraps. I'm going to let everybody throw their narratives out there. The Shady McCoy rumors. Nobody wants to work with me rumors. Everybody hates Skip rumors. Go ahead. I'm going to be in the lab. I'm going to be in the lab with Wayne. We're going to make a new song. We're going to make a new dynamic. And I'm going to make Undisputed like First Take. So whatever First Take does, hold my beer. Well, news broke. Rachel Nichols is going to be the moderator for the new Undisputed show. Richard Sherman is joining as a host or a co-host on Undisputed. You know who else that's rumored to be on that show?
Do tell.
My man Keyshawn Johnson is rumored. And the playmaker, Michael Irving. So if they can be able to get those guys,
crazy.
Now we're talking about a different narrative that we're going to hear, because guess what? After the news broke that Richard Sherman is joining the show, guess what the narrative was with the dudes, It Is What It Is, Cameron, and a whole bunch of other people that I know. Now they're calling Richard Sherman the token black guy. Skip needs a black guy on his show.
Skip don't need no black guy on his show.
Like, what are we talking about here? You see how the narrative likes to change? And this is why I don't listen to people, because whenever people have a certain disdain for you or a person, they're always going to try to find ways to drag you through the mud.
Right.
Skip's a terrible person. How do you know? Do you know anybody that knows him? Have you worked for Skip? How do you know he's a bad person? It kills me. So when he comes back and that show is fire, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear what they say next.
I bet you he ain't paying him that much either. But let me not say he ain't paying him that much. But
no, I'm sure they're gonna get paid. Rachel Nichols gonna get paid. Yeah. But it's just the fact that the narrative is gonna be whatever they create is gonna be, hey, well, yeah, you know, he probably not treating them good, or yeah, he probably not letting them say what. Come on, like
always gonna be
it's
something.
always gonna be something, man. And that's why for me, I always respect Skip, because he's kind of like you. He's kind of like me. He's kind of like people that I know in my life, is that they stand on their square.
Right.
And he don't take this shit personally. He says what his thoughts are on sports. He goes home, you know, has his dog, has his wife. They have a good life, and he goes back to work every day.
Right.
He don't take that shit home with him, but yet everybody else is sensitive about it. Well, did you hear what Skip said? Did you hear what he said about DeMar Hamlin? It was just stop. Because guess what? Here's the thing about DeMar Hamlin that people don't want to say, right? And shouts to him for being back on the field, you know, living his life, living his dream. But a lot of people said what Skip said at home.
It's true.
A lot of people said what Skip said to their friends and family. Is the game going to continue? Are they going to bring the card out for him? Can we get this game going? Because it's really a good game. There's playoff implications with this game. You don't think people said that? But because it's Skip Bayless, it means more. He's super insensitive. The fuck out of here with that shit. I'm not dealing with that. After the break, we got some other stuff to talk about. Kept wife.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
him. After the break. Welcome back, y'all. So, irrelevant news of the week was good. My Skip rant was pretty good. This one, though, may top all of them. The kept wife is back in the news. He is. And why is he back in the news? Why? Why is he back in the news? Because talks have accelerated once again between the Clippers and the Philadelphia 76ers for the man that is known as the kept wife, James Harden. Why? Why is this news? The thing is, I don't understand how somebody can continuously be unreliable at their job and continuously be sought after. But it's typical Clippers shit, isn't it? That no matter what happens or no matter how flawed a player is, they'll want to have him.
I don't
Just think about this, right? Think about this, the Christmas that I'm going to have this year in the NBA. Chris Paul is a Golden State Warrior. Christmas. James Harden may end up being a Clipper. Christmas. And why that is Christmas is that he's going to join Westbrook. He's going to join Waldo George. And he's going to join Mr. Load Management, right? Can't ask for anything
Where do you
more.
think you're going to go with a team like that?
Nowhere. Just where the Clippers always go every year. You can, listen, death taxes and the Clippers will lose. You can bank on it.
Bro.
You can bank on it.
Gonna be all in bathrooms and no one to piss in them.
1,000 bathrooms. You're going to have 200 people at the games. You got 200 people at the games.
Oh, man. It's bad.
Listen, I asked a question months ago. Maybe it was a year ago. How many people you've ever seen in the Clippers fitted in your life?
I'll be 100% honest with you. I do not know any Clippers fans.
Listen, I've never seen a Clippers fitted. Never.
Right.
I've even been to Cali. Been to the Staples.
I'm trying to think, like, what's their logo look like? I'm trying to remember.
Who knows? But I've never seen a hat.
No.
How bad it is. Whatever. Moving on, because I have some more Clippers stuff to break, but that's going to be later. Josh Hart gets his money. Josh Hart signs a 4-year, $81 million extension with the Knicks. Shouts to him. Good player. Do you think that's a fair contract for him, or you think that's an overpay?
That's an overpay.
Really?
Definitely an overpay.
He's a 3-and-D guy, though.
But what has he really proven to you that he deserved that money?
Defense. He brought a culture to the Knicks this year. He did. He did.
But I can't necessarily say they made it to where they made it because of Josh Hart.
No, you can't say that solely, but he was definitely a part of it.
Not a big part.
I
don't think he was a big part.
He was. You're not a Knicks fan. Of course you'll be biased. You're not a Knicks fan. Neither am I, but, I got to be fair. Not be impartial. I got to give the Knicks a little credit. This was a good signing for them. I think the type of money that is being floated around in the NBA now, this is pennies compared to what Anthony Davis is gonna sign or get, compared to what Jaylen Brown just got. This is like the new $9 million contract a year. It is. $20 million a year is literally a new $9.
What's Westbrook getting?
$6. You get $6.
I don't know, man. Like, granted, I know we all hate Westbrook. I get it. But I think he should be getting more than Josh Hart.
Why?
Just the overall, he does have an impact in the game.
Listen, think about it. Westbrook is getting paid. He's gotten it.
He's not getting paid now.
Well, he's made a lot of money in his NBA career, and he's doing very well off the court as well. But his fashion stuff and his clothing line, all this stuff, great. But he can get $6 now.
Come on.
Yes. Listen, his NBA value is what he signed. That's his value, because at the end of the day, he's not a bench guy. He's not a winning player, so no contenders want that type of guy on your team. So what is his value? If you're going to put a value on somebody that's a $20 million player, you're going to want $20 million worth of production.
Right.
He doesn't give you that. A guy like Josh Hart, he might be making $20 million, but here's the thing. You can be able to utilize Josh Hart in many different ways. Defensively, he can shoot threes. He can rebound. He can fit in and just be a guy. Westbrook can't do that.
He did better than some of the other players on his team.
Who?
Westbrook. You don't think he came out and did his thing? He did a little something. They ain't going nowhere, but he came out, he was balling. He did a little something. Don't discredit the man like that. He came out and put up some buckets. Come on. Give him some credit, bro.
All right, you want me to give him a compliment or something?
Here we go.
You want me to be nice?
Well, yeah, the perfect attendance. What are you gonna say?
He gets the perfect attendance award. He does. Hey, man likes to play 82 games. Hey, that counts for something.
It really does, though. He stays healthy.
It does. So, moving on. I didn't even have my glasses on. You didn't even tell me.
I kind of like it without the glasses.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, keep it off. What about you, Nicole? Yeah? Jasmine, I should keep the glasses off?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. So I don't get threats on IG saying, you wouldn't say that without those stupid glasses on.
In that case, you should put them back on.
Facts.
Yeah.
I like being,
Yeah, put them back on. Yeah. Do it for the comments.
Yeah. I'm actually going to have, I think I'm going to create a segment as we go along where I'm going to read comments on the show.
That'd be so dope.
Yeah. I think I'm going to do that. And we're going to get a kick out of it. So moving forward, we'll do that. Not on the show, but you know, I'll make it a segment. Moving on though. NBA 2K has finally lost their fucking mind. They have. I am sick and tired of Victor Wembanyama already.
Oh my god.
I'm tired of it. He hasn't played a game in the NBA. I'm sick of him already. Because the hype is just too much. It's too much. For him to be the highest rated rookie in 2K history bothers me. It does. It bothers me. Because all I see is Bol. And the last time I checked, Bol was like a 58 when he came out.
Mm-hmm. You 100% correct about that.
I don't like that. I don't like the hype behind this dude. He might be he's a good person. I'm not coming at him personally. I don't like the hype that they're putting around him because the problem is that when he doesn't pan out the way they want him to, they're gonna tear his ass down.
Oh yeah.
Call him a bust. Do all these nonsense. Well, why do you have to build him up like that in the first place? Listen. First off, he's a European player. No offense, but certain guys come over from overseas and they don't really pan out. Remember Andre Bargnani?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
There's plenty more.
And like people, they should learn by now. To like,
they won't.
Let's see them play.
Can you
games.
Can you
a couple of games.
Can you wait? Because like 2K has a way of like updating stats as they go along. Right. Can you just make him a 75 and then if he's out there killing, put him up there to 80, 85?
Right.
But you're gonna have him up there out the gate.
Right. From what we've seen, he really stunk it up one game. And he did okay another game.
The man moves like molasses. Right. He got no moves.
I honestly think Bobo has better moves than him.
Bobo moves way better than him. That's a fact.
Without a doubt. Yep.
This man is Zydrunas Ilgauskas with a jump shot. Get him out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of it. I am. It's just... I'm going to sound like I hate it, but I don't care. It's enough. Like, okay, he's good. Do you know he's good? You seen a couple of clips of him wherever he was playing against sixth graders. Everybody is a foot or two shorter than him, and he over here just shooting jump shots. Nobody even thought about that, right? That's what I saw when I saw the footage of him, right? All the scouting footage. Everybody's like, he's the most impressive player we've ever seen. He's shooting jump shots on guys that are 2 feet shorter than him.
Right.
Posting up. What are you doing? Just dunk the ball.
Yeah.
What are you shooting for anyway? Guys 5'9", you shooting jump shots.
Well, you know all these new kids, they look up to Paul George.
Right. He the GOAT.
Yeah, Paul George the GOAT.
Right. You wait till I talk about Paul George. Interesting. Yeah, so that was my rant about Mr. Zydrunas Ilgauskas Wembanyama. How much time we got, Nicole? Nice. You ready?
I'm ready.
Nicole, you ready? Now it's time for my favorite segment, the last segment of the show. The greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
Every week I go around the room and I ask, who is the dummy of the week? Since there's no Claw, since there's no Jimmy, since there's no Chili McFreeze, since there's no GQ Phil, Nicole, who you got?
I don't know if you guys been seeing anything about the Island Boys, but the two twins.
The kissing cousins, Island Boys?
Yeah. Just
Yo. All right. This is further explain because I got a lot to say.
So I was seeing that they were on a podcast, and then obviously someone asked about it, and one of them was explaining that they were looking into OnlyFans,
Together?
Yeah, so they're doing it on OnlyFans, and apparently he said either on OnlyFans or where they live, it's not illegal to be making out with your brother. So they're just doing it basically for money. But still, it's just
Listen, if it's one thing for them to be weird, right? It's another thing for somebody to see that, pay for the OnlyFans.
Oh, wow.
To see more of it.
Bro.
That's the fucked up part.
But the crazy thing is, as we saw with the Kai Cenat thing, there's a lot of fanboys out here, bro. There's a lot of fanboys.
No, not even fanboys, idiot brain.
Yeah, but I call them fanboys. If you're going that hard for another man, you're a fanboy.
Yeah, I would
get your
never.
life together.
There's no reason to chase another man for anything like that in life.
That's crazy.
I listen. I've seen a lot of athletes in my life, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's such and such.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna see me running up to them, grabbing a leg, trying to get an autograph.
Crazy.
That's a dude that has been successful. I'm not. I don't need to get your autograph.
Right.
I don't.
I respect it.
Yeah, a picture would be dope if I can get that, but that's it.
Yo, these dudes literally running down the street, chase same thing with the Island Boys.
Corny.
Bro. That's just what it is. This new generation.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's this inclusion thing. They have to feel like they're a part of something. Be a part of improving your life. How about that? Get out of your mama's basement. That'll be a start. That'd be a start.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a start. Just saying. Who you got? And listen, you have, I don't know how many you have today, but since the fact that there's people missing.
Oh, I could go off today, huh?
You get more than a 2-drink minimum. So you get 3. You get 3.
All right, the first dummy is going to all of you idiots. Oh, Tory Lanez, he got 10 years. Oh. First off, Tory Lanez don't give a shit about you. You could have shot somebody, got 20 years. He wouldn't care.
Hold on, before you finish, let me get the dummy of the week for the Island Boys.
Dummy, yeah.
All right. And then, I gotta give him 10 years. But what they don't understand is he discharged a weapon
in California
that he wasn't supposed to have.
Correct.
And he actually shot somebody with said weapon.
Right. And also, too, what people don't realize, and I was explaining this to Jasmine the other day, is that when the news broke, they never really talked about what he was charged with. People don't realize that gun laws in Cali and New York, you get a gun in New York, you automatically getting 3 to 5. Automatically. You ain't shooting nobody. 3 to 5. You shoot somebody, you getting a hard 10.
Right.
You're getting a hard 10.
Right.
Even if they alive or dead, it don't matter. 10. So I'm with you. All the people, hey, Terry, it's so unfair.
Dummy, yeah.
Oh, Terry, why did they get...
Dummy, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even understand the charges.
Dummy, yeah.
Use your heads. Research. Find out what the charges are.
Right.
And then you can be like, oh, yeah, he did that shit. Yeah, he gonna get it.
Stupid.
But listen, we all know how, when that space is back there and that fog gets in there, it's a lot of things that happen.
You know what I find the craziest thing is? I guess the doctor who worked on his hair, who put the plugs or whatever, wrote a letter of recommendation.
They said that he's helping millions of people. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he is, but you're still getting 10.
Dummy, yeah.
Right.
Still getting 10. What's the next one?
Next one. Kenosha, Wisconsin PD. So they went So this guy was at Applebee's. He had his, I guess, I want to say an infant child with him. And he went there to get some food or whatever. And the staff called the police on him. They said he looks suspicious. He looks like someone that was there before, I guess, you know, like dine and dash or robbed the place or whatever. So they call Kenosha PD. They come there and they're trying to restrain the gentleman. He has his infant child in his hands. They tackle him to the floor, put him in cuffs, this and that, whatever. They ended up locking up the people that were actually the ones who did it. And they still charged this man with resisting arrest.
Get out of here.
And disturbing the peace.
So
and all
they
that stuff.
fucked up and still booked him.
Yeah.
Yo.
Dummy, yeah.
Abuse of power, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenosha makes sense because they are highly racist over there.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely. Extremely. A lot of idiot brain in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of idiot brain. Yeah. What's the next one?
Eric Adams.
You know what? No. I'm not allowing you to do this to Eric Adams. All right? He's the hip-hop mayor. Don't do that.
Well, then I don't have anybody else.
Oh, go ahead. Get it off.
Eric Adams, because he's still ruining our quality of life.
Eric Adams gets
Dummy, yeah.
You got these people everywhere. These immigrants everywhere. Like, I work in the city. I see them lined up, laying on the floor. Like, are you serious? Like,
Where are they at?
Outside, like the Roosevelt Hotel, Manhattan. It's
So
like
they're outside?
Yeah, they're outside.
So then why are they not inside?
Because he's an asshole. He doesn't have enough space to house these people.
Is it gonna be like, all right, you ever seen Scarface? Is it gonna be like Freedom Town out here?
That's exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it's gonna end up being like. If you think about it, that's how it is on Randall's Island now. They built all the tents and all that on Randall's Island. Now they're doing it off a hillside by Creedmoor. Bro, it's crazy.
Sanitation.
And then here's the thing. We're paying for it.
Yes.
Listen, I got a vasectomy so I didn't have any more children. Therefore, I didn't have to support anymore. Now I'm supporting immigrants who shouldn't even be here, who don't put back into our system.
They're trying to. They gotta find work though.
Yeah, all right. So
not every immigrant is bad.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Give them a chance.
But come over here the right way.
Give them a chance.
Come here the right way.
All I'm saying,
send them to Milwaukee.
Why would they want to go to Milwaukee? They'll come. They'll go right back to where they came from.
What's crazy now? Eric Adams had people putting up signs near the border saying, "Reconsider when you come to the United States. Reconsider coming to New York because it's one of the most expensive cities to live in."
Well, we need to start putting up like barbed wire fence,
right?
Somewhere, or electric fence.
That's what I would do.
Yeah,
and then I'll get a moat with crocodiles.
And
right, like you don't. And the thing is, like you don't necessarily need a wall. I put a moat up around it with all like crocodiles and sharks and people with guns. And if you happen to make it past the crocodiles and the sharks, you get.
Oh, come on, relax. All right. I am not gonna allow you to bash on the immigrants.
You seen the way the big boss man used to put it down with the Billy Club?
Yes,
just like that.
I refuse to have you talk down to the immigrants. They've built this country.
Well, you know what the crazy thing is? And they come here and complain about the conditions.
Well, New York? I mean, New York is dirty. New York is pretty dirty.
They could have stayed where the hell they was at.
Yeah, you ever see our subways?
First off, you ain't gonna tell me you coming from some.
Relax. Okay? So we're gonna cut it off.
Dummy!
We're gonna give Eric Adams because I too saw the pictures of the videos. I was just like, it looks like Skid Row to me.
And the thing is, it's not even people just from like everybody thinks it's just Mexicans. Like that's mad racist. Like it's not just Mexicans coming over here. It's all types of people. So if you're coming from Africa,
it's everybody.
And you don't talk nothing about New York City.
Stop it. All of those were good. And thank you, Fang, for those eloquent words. But there's only one this week. I usually have multiple, but I need to take my time to pause this individual. When I mean undress, I mean I'm going to I'm gonna let you have it.
Pause.
Yeah, pause.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
May I have the drum roll, please? And the winner, the only winner for Dummy of the Week, Paul George. Paul George is actually my
dummy. Yeah.
Because here's my thing. If anybody knows me and anybody knows or has followed me through the years, I loathe Paul George. I do. I don't think that he's a very good basketball player. I think he's skill-wise, he's all right. Mm-hmm. There's certain things missing in the total package of what Paul George is, right? Some guys have the speed, the athleticism, the jump shots, the leadership. He has the athleticism, he has the jump shot, he has, he's 6'8". The kids love him. They think that he's this generation's GOAT for whatever stupid reason. The problem that I have with Paul George is that he has delusions of grandeur. He's delusional about how good he actually is. So, him and Devin Booker have this squabble going around. And Devin Booker and him, it was something that Devin Booker had said. And Paul George responded with, yeah, I didn't like that. It was like a stupid ass or bitch ass comment or whatever it was. Then he made a statement. I don't know if it was on his show, because he does have a podcast that people like. He said that, I'm going to be on my bully shit this year. So the crazy part of my brain starts to knock at the door. Hey, Waldo George said something of note. We need to investigate this. So I go in there and I said, Paul George says he's going to be on his bully shit this year. So I'm trying to figure out, what does that mean? Because I'm trying to dial back in the history and the career of Paul George. When has he ever been on no bully shit? The last time he was on some bully shit, he was in Indiana and he was shown the door. And when he got shown the door, none of his teammates came to his defense because he was a terrible leader. Mm-hmm. Then he goes to Oklahoma City and he rides the coattails of Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony. And he gets in his feelings because he had an interview and said that he would like to be a Los Angeles Laker. And he was mad that they didn't trade for him. Why would they trade for him? They could have been able to sign him outright in the season, in the offseason. Right. Goes to the Clippers, and we all know the rest is history. So the thing with Paul George is that you think that you're this good guy or this good player, but you said it yourself. You're more of a second fiddle. You're more of a second banana. Mm-hmm. So for me, hearing somebody say that they're going to be on their bully shit, that's only exclusive for superstar players. Guys like LeBron James and Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Hey, hell, I'll even give that to Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade. The list goes on. Magic Johnson. Do I need to keep naming off people that are better than Paul George? Do I need to keep telling people how delusional or nonsensical this dude is? How much idiot brain Paul George actually has? There's a reason why I call him Waldo George, because he's never around. Can't find him. And when he is there, it's like he's not there.
Every trip.
So, for me, for all the Paul George fans, for all the Waldo George fans, for all the children out there that idolize Paul George, find somebody else, because he's the definition of what failure looks like. Is that you might put all of your eggs in one basket and think that you're this great thing, but in the grand scheme of things, you don't really matter that much. That is my PSA. That is my dummy of the week. I think that was pretty good, don't you?
I think it was great.
Yeah, it's great.
Dummy, yeah.
So, Nicole on ones and twos, the silent assassin. Fang, what is Fang's thoughts real quick?
Damn. First thing to come to mind. The first time I ate vagina, I wasn't sure what it would taste like. Mm-hmm. But I found out. I found out.
You found out real quick.
I found out.
Facts. Fang McFrost, free you, Fang. I love you. You're the man. Jasmine, I see you over there nodding off. It's been a long day, but you did a good thing. You were a hospitable guest today. So kudos to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So until next week, stay safe, stay cool. Peace.
My son is the champ, so get over it.